There.
You know what it is? I think he's trying to get those last-minute clips up of his left tackle of the future.
Oh, that's exactly what it is.
Are we live yet, Stro? Are you sure? Brad, are you sure?
I don't know. I don't think so. There we go.
Hey,
now
we're live on
Brad,
YouTube now.
hey,
We welcome
YouTube
everybody
audience.
into Kyle, Brust Nortman.
Brad said, I don't know.
I don't know. 800-990-3776. 800-990-ESPN is the carbless talking text line.
What a
This is
disaster to
more.
start the show.
No. It's all good.
You got audio playing, YouTube not going.
It's all good. It's all good. We're going to get it all together. It's a long way to go. As we mentioned, get us on YouTube. We're live right now at ESPN Milwaukee, at ESPN Madison. And I could not be more excited for the start of this show because rarely when I give Stro a task, does he complete it.
Hey.
Well, you'll complete it, but it might take you longer than it should.
That part's fair.
All right. Pre-free agency, we were talking about the offensive line because the conversation pre-free agency was what's going to happen with Sean Ryan? Well, they've re-signed him, going to be the center. What's going to happen to Aaron Banks? Well, they restructured him. What's going to happen to Rasheed Walker? Well, that domino still hasn't fallen, but probably going to get some money once Trent Williams dominoes the whole tackle position. Anthony Belton, right guard, Zach Tom. So you obviously move on from Elton Jenkins to save money. This is a lot of free agents. And Strofe wanted to put his fist on the table and say, I have faith that Jordan Morgan, drafted in the first round 2 years ago, will be the franchise left tackle for the Green Bay Packers. We've seen him at right tackle, didn't really work. We've seen him at right guard, didn't work at all. And now everyone is clamoring to the fact that Jordan Morgan will be playing the position that he was drafted to play, which is left tackle. And Strofe said it's a sure thing. He's the guy. And I said, how do you know he's the guy? Well, he was the number one graded left tackle in the preseason in 2025 per Pro Football Focus. And I said, you know what? Give me the film. I want the Strofe breakdown. He's like, I'm going to get my wife to watch. He just got engaged. My wife's going to watch with me. She's going to be great. Didn't do it. Follow up the next day. Fiance, wife, same thing. I'm going to do that all the time, so just let it go.
Okay.
Didn't do it the next day. We're finally there. Strofe, in a little bit of buzz from the whiskey he was sipping last night, watched some Jordan Morgan film.
Yeah, so something had been brought to my attention yesterday that I forgot about. Who needs preseason when Jordan Morgan played left tackle in a regular season game this year?
Oh.
Jordan Morgan played left tackle against the Minnesota Vikings in Week 18.
Oh, that's right.
So in what was a JV game for the Green Bay Packers was a varsity game for the Minnesota Vikings, but it was also a tryout game for the left tackle of the future in Jordan Morgan. So I didn't need to get a subscription or, find pirated versions of Packers-Jets preseason games to break down the film. I had a few cocktails last night. I got home and I said, oh my goodness, I'll just flip on Packers-Vikings. I have the TV copy. I record all the Packer games. So I flipped it on. And, boys, what do you remember about that game?
No offense whatsoever.
It
for
was
the Packers.
It was
ugly.
It was worse than watching a preseason game.
It was, who needs preseason when you can watch something that's worse than preseason? The Packers had 12 first downs in that game. 12. The Packers scored 3 points in that game.
Yeah.
The Packers,
And the 3 points came at the end of the game.
it was a walk-off field goal. Yeah.
Yes, for no reason.
Oh, that's right.
yeah.
A walk-off
It covered
field goal
the
to
spread,
not be
I think,
shut
was the
out.
only thing that mattered.
The Packers had a grand total of 121 yards in that game.
This is rough.
That wasn't Jordan Morgan's fault, I'm sure.
Well, I'm going to be honest with you guys, all right?
Let's hear that.
Core value
That's
here.
what we want.
So I don't think the offensive line as a whole was constructed in Week 18 against the Minnesota Vikings for Jordan Morgan to have his best game.
Oh, here goes another excuse.
no.
Hey.
Another excuse at left tackle.
I believe if you look at the offensive linemen around him, which include Jacob Monk, who they obviously have no faith in because they re-signed Sean Ryan, etc., he was put in a tough spot, guarding Clayton Tune's blind side, which is a crazy sentence to say. Guys, Clayton Tune was sacked 4 times in this game. I would like to direct your attention to the YouTube stream, as I do have a play with 11 minutes remaining in the third quarter, so early second half. I have the real speed, and then I have a zoomed-in, slowed-down version for you to watch.
All right.
Jordan Morgan, he's near the top of your screen.
And he's going
playing
against who?
left tackle.
Oh, no!
Oh, my gosh.
Oh, no! Oh,
goodness
no!
gracious.
Just a whiff.
So watch the slow-mo version now. So he just doesn't even do anything.
Well, the guy got off the line
Well,
great.
he
timed it
doesn't,
perfectly.
in a pass set, you have to go back, right? You kick backward. Jordan Morgan just stood up.
Oh, the only thing that Jordan Morgan did right was help
Clayton
Tune off the ground.
That was one of Dallas Turner's 2 sacks in Week 18, which both came against Jordan Morgan.
I thought Jordan Morgan was supposed to be an athlete. Like that was his thing.
Oh, yeah. This is actually, it sucks simply because of the fact that Dallas Turner's a really good rush-in, but there's going to be a lot of other great rush-ins that he goes against. And, yeah, he got off the line fast, but as a offensive lineman, you need to be able to adjust and react.
I just want to throw something out. I just want to throw something out there real quick. So Dallas Turner's a name you bring up. I'd also like to bring up a name by the name of Aiden Hutchinson, and maybe even potentially, he's staying now, Max Crosby, which I was worried he was going to get traded to the NFC North. There's a lot of good rush-ins in the NFC North.
Well, you said Dallas Turner. I wouldn't say he's great. I'd say he's good. I wouldn't say he's probably an average to above average edge rusher you're going to face on any given week.
Still very young.
Now, is there any more? I'm actually trying to defend Jordan Morgan here, as Stro has labeled Jordan Morgan as the franchise left tackle of the future 2 weeks ago. And now that Rasheed Walker's likely moving on, they're going to believe that he can be the guy next year, no matter what. Was the play clock running down to 0 and the defensive end, Dallas Turner, did he just get a head start? But I guess you should also know that as an offensive lineman as well, because it was just bad. It was just all bad.
That is really bad.
So I'm just looking for any qualifiers to maybe help people feel better.
He got a great start. Dallas Turner did. He read the offensive line well.
But he got whooped.
He got ran right by.
Were there any plays that you watched and you said, "Oh yeah, here we go"? Now that's a good play, Jordan Morgan.
He was much better in rush offense. Emmanuel Wilson was toting the rock well that day, and he opened up a lot of good holes for him. So he's better at run blocking than he is pass protection, which is not great.
In Week 18 against the Vikings,
now, again,
we must qualify all of this.
Right. There's a lot of issues with all this. But yeah, so my takeaway is run block, he's good. Pass block could use some work. And again, I think he was put in a negative position.
Don't do that.
Stop.
It's just a one-on-one battle.
It's a one-on-one battle.
Wait a minute. His overall run blocking grade, granted it was as a guard, he was a 57.
Because I thought that he wasn't.
That was a guard. That was a guard, not a tackle.
Which at guard, you're inside, so it's a little bit different. And
A little harder when
That's
you're
as a
built
guard,
as more
not a tackle.
athletic. You're going to be going against some bigger boys at the guard position.
But that's as a guard, not a tackle.
What are we doing right now?
Run blocking is a little bit more physicality, so I thought that was not his strength.
That's what I'm saying.
He is the worst offensive lineman on our damn offensive line right now. And Stro was supposed to find clips of the franchise left tackle. He came back more dejected that Jordan Love may be in trouble because Jordan Morgan ain't good enough.
I still think Jordan Morgan is the left tackle of the future. I just think there's...
You said franchise.
You said franchise.
He's
Future meaning 2026.
He's going to be the left tackle of the future.
Yeah.
Of the future. That's 2026 season is in the future, Brad.
You are changing your tune slightly, though.
I see what you did there. Nicely done.
You are sounding like
Clayton
Kyle
tune.
Wallace.
No.
Kyle Wallace never put his stamp of approval on Jordan
He's going to
Morgan.
be the left tackle of the future. He's just got some growing up to do, but he's going to get an entire offseason to work at left tackle and work with actual starters to his right. I think he'll be good. I just think watching the Week 18 film back was a little bit of a okay.
You have one clip. Is there anything else?
I've been now informed I'm not supposed to play clips, but I only cut the one because it was so bad. So that's my story.
So you watched all this damn tape, and then we can't even play the damn clips.
That's what I just received a text message saying, yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
So then we learned that you called him a franchise left tackle, and now he's the left tackle of the future,
Yeah,
but we
he's the
don't
left
know
tackle of
what
the
that
future.
actually means.
He
You're not
He
quantifying
could be
anything at all.
He still could be the franchise left tackle.
Wait, could be.
But
you were
this
literally
offseason-
speaking.
You put your fist on the
did.
table,
You did.
and you
I still
spoke with
think-
conviction.
I still think he gets a bad rap.
Because of plays like that.
Well, that's probably fair, but I think he gets a bad rap because he hasn't really been able to flourish. He hasn't been able to bud.
You know what's
as the
crazy?
left tackle. Blossom. Thank you. That's the word I was looking for. He hasn't been able to. Shut up, Kyle. He hasn't been able to blossom as the left tackle.
So Anthony Belton got drafted as a tackle, played tackle in college, and they moved him to guard, and now the Packers are looking at him as their future right guard. You're telling me that a left tackle who was drafted in the first round, who came with higher expectations, can't do some snaps at guard?
But he did not come with expectations of playing guard. He came with
Dude, he got
expectations of
drafted
playing
to the Green Bay
tackle.
Packers. They have expectations that they can play multiple positions.
Why didn't Rasheed Walker play multiple positions?
Because he ended up winning the left tackle position years ago.
And it's an important position. It's the most important position.
And
Sean Ryan was actually a left tackle, turned guard, turned center.
Correct.
He was drafted as a left tackle out of UCLA. Turned guard.
crazy.
Elton Jenkins played every position
play
on the
tackle,
offensive
guard,
line
and center.
except probably left tackle.
Zach
It wasn't-
Tom, they thought might be a guard. They talking about center.
Wasn't that one of the
Tackle?
things that Gutey said that he liked about Jordan Morgan was his versatility?
And then Jordan Morgan followed that up by saying, "I've only ever played left tackle. I'm looking forward to protecting Jordan Love's blind side."
He
Is what
said that after this game?
No. He said that after he was drafted. After Gutey said, "I like his versatility."
Oof.
Not on the same page.
The fact that he couldn't beat out Rasheed Walker is still a problem.
That's not what Jordan-
you want your first round draft pick to take over the 7th round draft pick, who you're not going to pay long term anyway.
Jordan Morgan said, I'll play anywhere they put me. I'm good at adapting to anything. Put me at guard, put me at tackle, whatever. I just want to play and win for the team.
Oh, damn.
That's not what he said on draft night.
That's what he said in 2025.
That's because he didn't. That's because he didn't play in 2024. So he's like, I'm going to get my ass on the field. Now, Josh DiMaggio just texted me. He's the producer of Jen, Gabe, and Chewy Mornings on 94.5 ESPN. I think that this is important to bring up because of the success the Packers had. I think they've gotten a little sloppy in thinking every person that they draft can play multiple positions. And so if you look at this offensive line they put together, at least they're declaring roles early on and saying, you were drafted as left tackle, Jordan Morgan, you're going to play that. We brought in Banks as a left guard. He's going to be left guard. Sean Ryan, you played well enough at center that we're going to make sure that you are the center. Like, it's not like last year where Elton didn't play center and then he had to just play center. At least there was some games of seeing Sean Ryan play center. Anthony Belton, we've seen play right guard, and Zach Tom has been a right tackle the entire time, as Josh chimed in saying, ask Balaga how hard it is to play guard because he couldn't do it. And I think that is something to think about.
We got so many people making it. That must be that Mr. Irrelevant show that loves to just make excuses for NFL players.
Look,
he wasn't good at tackle either.
My point.
He wasn't good at right tackle.
I'm not disagreeing with
one
anything.
Side? What the hell is this? This is the NFL.
Yeah, but
You can't play right tackle.
My point is, Kyle, look around the league, and if you have this much shift in the offensive line, it's usually not a great unit.
Well, listen,
and the Packers have been able to make it work.
I grew up,
but I don't think it's the system that you probably can do long term to be super successful and great if you're just constantly shifting and moving guys from what they're most comfortable doing.
He prioritizes that. Gutey, he likes that. He thinks it's a benefit.
But I think he saw that what he did worked at a certain period of time, but the guys he has now, it's not working like that. Especially after he moved Elton Jenkins from his best position to center and didn't work. He's going to try and find some consistency, which is still scary because he's still kind of doing with Sean Ryan. Like, hey, you played eight
good enough for
8
me.
games. All right, we'll sign you. So, like, it is all scary.
Yeah, the Green Bay Packers always want to have the best 5 offensive linemen on the field.
How about this? Let's simplify this after Stro did a horrible job hyping us on how excited he was to share his Jordan Morgan studies of his tipsy NFL film watching last night. We did this with Jordan Love during the season. We'll do this in the offseason. As currently constructed, the offensive line for the Green Bay Packers is elite, great, good, or average. Let's put that on Twitter poll at KBN ESPN. Let's put that on YouTube at ESPN Milwaukee, at ESPN Madison. As currently constructed, the Green Bay Packers offensive line is elite, great, good, or average. We will get to your answers.
Shouldn't put elite on there because the elite should be 0. It should be below average.
Elite, great, good, or average. That is the poll. if you don't agree, Kyle, people can chime in. They have other means to get their opinion out there than just pressing a button.
I can't vote.
Then comment.
I can't vote.
Next.
This is Kyle, Brust Nortman.
DKB, they get all my love, all my energy, and all my time. I'll be danged if GKB and Craig not going to allow me to take my half an hour boo-boo. If I need to do that, they need to allow me to do that.
That's your whole lunch break.
I don't even take a lunch break. I work during lunch.
On ESPN Wisconsin and the ESPN Wisconsin app. Stay up to date on the green and gold all off-season. The Green and Gold Fix podcast is brought to you by Potawatomi Casino Hotel. Luxury stay, elite play, unwind in sophisticated comfort. Win big, dine, and experience the events in Milwaukee. All day, every day. The Cardless Talk and Text line is open for you.
We're not trying to get from A to B. We're trying to get from A to SB, as in the Super Bowl.
800-990-3776. The Cardless Talk and Text line. This is more.
Heck yeah! It's ESPN Wisconsin's Alex Stro for my friends at Robert Hack Diamonds. Listen, when it came to buying an engagement ring for my now fiance, I had no idea what I was doing, which is why I went to the team at Robert Hack. I heard her say words like radiant cut and solitaire, but to be real honest, I didn't really know what that meant. So I wrote it down, I brought it to the team at Robert Hack Diamonds in Greenfield, and they knocked it out of the park. It's true, if you've never been through this process before, the team at Robert Hack are absolute experts. 3 locations in the Milwaukee area, one in Greenfield, Brookfield South, and Brookfield North. If you're looking to take the next step like I did, and your girlfriend maybe is posting things on her Pinterest page or is showing you pictures, bring it into Robert Hack. They'll do their best to duplicate a dream ring for her, just like they did for my fiance. Moral of the story, if you were like me and you want to start, you just don't really know where, the answer's clear. Visit one of the 3 Robert Hack locations in the Milwaukee area. Just like me, at the end, you'll say, heck yeah, with Robert Hack Diamonds. And RobertHackDiamonds.com, that's RobertHackDiamonds.com.
There's nothing like Milwaukee Bucks basketball at Fiserv Forum. The dunks, the defense, the roar of 17,000 fans. It's even better when you're with friends or family. From jaw-dropping plays to buzzer-beating threes, every game is packed with unforgettable moments that you'll get to share together. So gather your crew and get your single game tickets today at bucks.com/single. That's bucks.com/single.
Step into spring with a home that's ready for its next season. I'm Mike Wood from Callan. The patio door sale is here. The perfect time to upgrade your space with lasting performance and style. Right now, receive $750 off each installed Infinity by Marvin patio door. This opportunity ends March 31st. Engineered to be 8 times stronger for exceptional durability and performance, these doors deliver beauty, strength, and long-term value. And with smart money options available, making the upgrade now is easier than ever. Request your consultation today at callcallan.com and click the green button. Callan. Design, build, live.
At Saturn Lounge, we know. If your marketing actually worked, you would know. Your website would perform. Your storytelling would inspire. Your campaigns would deliver leads that become sales. You wouldn't need a report to tell you. Visit SaturnLounge.com today. When marketing works, it shows.
Come grow with us at Glenroy. For more than 6 decades, our family-owned company has built its reputation on quality, reliability, and providing strong career opportunities in our community. As the packaging industry rapidly grows, so does Glenroy. Here, you'll find competitive wages, a clean, modern workspace, fully vested 401k, yearly bonus award, and the chance to build a manufacturing career with purpose. Apply today at glenroy.com/careers. That's GLENROY.com/careers.
Homer here from ESPN Milwaukee. What makes living at 3 Pillars so special? Let's hear from my friend Dave.
The campus is beautiful. For me, nature is my church, and I love being outside. We live by the Bark River, and it's just it's calming. It just calms my soul. I just love it. A lot of the people, I'm talking about 100-year-old people, 90 years old, say they credit 3 Pillars with living longer.
Don't you wish your life came with a warning app?
That dog does not want to be petted.
Well, life doesn't always give you time to change the outcome, but prediabetes does. Take the 1-minute test today at doihaveprediabetes.org. Brought to you by the Ad Council and its Prediabetes Awareness Partners.
You're listening to Kyle, Brust Nortman, KBN, on ESPN Wisconsin, ESPN Milwaukee on YouTube, and the ESPN Wisconsin app.
Ben Brust, Kyle Wallace, Brad Nortman, Alex Stro running the show. On Twitter, to get it on YouTube, Strophy at ESPN Milwaukee and at ESPN Madison, or are you just talking to one of our teammates during the break? Exactly. Let's get that on the YouTube polls, please. We care about our fans, unlike you. He's not going to do it because he doesn't care about you guys. You gonna put it up? He's just gonna boycott. Classic Gen Z.
Boycott.
When Strofe goes silent, it's so funny. He's just nope, not doing it.
Boycott.
Little baby. As currently constructed, the Green Bay Packers offensive line is elite, great, good, or average.
You forgot ass. Fifth option, ass.
Go on.
This is hypocrisy. I know I talked up this offensive line, but
you did. This is
no.
So
I know
you went to.
Listen, the options are not great because elite. Are you kidding me? Great? Are you crazy? They are either good, average, or below average. It's not even close. And
But ass and average isn't close?
No. Big difference between ass and average.
They're closer to ass than they are to elite. I'll tell you that right now. Based off the performance last year, I'm telling you that. I'm just being honest.
But what about the people who are chiming in on the Carb List Talking text line 800-990-3776, which I think is a cop-out because, John in Milwaukee, you're better than this. Have an opinion. Give yourself what you think based off what you see. It's not like we haven't seen them play at all in the NFL.
No, there's only one player
we've
on
seen
the
enough
offensive line.
sample
Like,
size.
for real, though. The thing is,
so he goes, unproven should be an option.
No, unproven shouldn't be an option because the thing is like Ben just addressed, is every single player on the field for the Green Bay Packers next year had snaps. And they had a significant amount of snaps. Anthony Belton had a significant amount of snaps. Jordan Morgan did. Aaron Banks, Sean Ryan, and Zach Tom. They all had a significant amount of snaps. The problem that I have is that I just don't know what they're going to be. But based off the facts that I have, I can't say this is going to be a great or elite offensive line. I can only hope. My expectations are they're going to be average. That's my expectations. My hope is that they can be a top 15 unit. If they can be a top 15 unit, then thank goodness, because what we saw last year was a whole bunch of inconsistencies, and that's why they were one of the bottom 12 offensive lines in the NFL last year, and it showed in the playoff game when they were up 21-3, and all the Bears did was pin their ears back and go crazy and rush our quarterback, and we could not adjust to the fourth quarter until it was too late.
Ben Brust, Kyle Wallace, Brad Nortman, Strophy running the show. Big shout out to Stro for getting the pull up on YouTube at ESPN Milwaukee, at ESPN Madison. I love Brad's like unwavering support. He goes, Stro.
I mean, Kyle, you're exactly right though. I mean, they're not good, they're not great, they're not elite for sure. I cast my vote for average, but it's a hopeful average. I'm hoping that they're somewhere in the mid-teens. That would be a success given what we know now, but they're more likely going to fall below that because for those of you who think unproven is sort of a realistic option, unproven means you can't do it. The assumption is if you're unproven, it means the assumption is you can't play in the NFL until proven otherwise. The reality is Brian Gutekunst and the coaching staff, they would love Jordan Morgan to beat out Rasheed Walker. They'd love Anthony Belton to step in right away and be a starter. They would love Aaron Banks to step up and be the free agent they signed him to be. So if you're unproven, the assumption is you can't do it until you prove us otherwise. So Jordan Morgan and Anthony Belton, yes, they're unproven, but they had an opportunity to take the starting job. They didn't do it. Plenty of times a first and second round draft pick take the starting job and they run with it and they never look back. Plenty of times a free agent like Aaron Banks comes in and says, oh yeah, this is why we spent that big money on it. Now Zach Tom's a stud and Sean Ryan's doing a good job in the middle, but you cannot look at this team that's taken 0 snaps together as a 5. 0. And most of them are unproven, at least with the Packers. You cannot say that they're good, average at best.
Right now, elite with 0% of the vote.
I see on YouTube it got 6%, which is crazy.
I voted like that just to troll you.
I
did it to troll you. Yeah,
I want to see the world burn.
No, I want to see Kyle go crazy.
Troll.
I did not vote that way. I voted average on our poll on Twitter. Elite has 0%. Great has 4%. Good and average are both at 48%. Mike chimes in. I agree with Kyle. Ass.
I mean, like I said, they're closer to
he said below average, but
no,
that's basically saying what we're saying.
And so, again,
what you're saying.
I can't speak with conviction. Like when I talk about the defensive line, I speak with conviction because I believe in what they're putting out there, and I believe there is going to be an opportunity for one of those rookies from last season to emerge as somebody for the Packers. But when I look at this offensive line, I do have questions and concerns that a first-round pick in Jordan Morgan hasn't had flashes of greatness, right? He has flashes of being steady and consistent, but I haven't seen flashes of greatness where I'm just like, oh, a whole game where, he's mauling. He's doing a great work. I just have not seen that, and that's why I'm so concerned. Yes, Aaron Banks was injured last year, but usually when you're an elite player like Aaron Banks got paid to be, once you get healthy and right, you all of a sudden see that level of dominance. I just did not see that. And Anthony Belton, again, he's young. We'll figure out what he is, but that's where my concern is. When Zach Tom was a rookie in his second year in the league, we saw that Zach Tom had something there to him. Elton Jenkins, we saw that we had something there in him. When I look at Jordan Morgan, I can't say that with any conviction. I look at Anthony Belton going to the next season and say, okay, maybe we'll get something out of him. And Aaron Banks still has a lot to prove. That is a problem when you have a franchise quarterback and you have a team with championship aspirations. So now that we have the defensive line figured out, we need to attack the cornerback position. We need to attack the offensive line because Gutey would be failing if he went into this season without Jordan Morgan or Anthony Belton being pushed for playing time. If you just crown them and hand them the starting position, you are failing the Packers organization. We need to make sure we bring in some type of competition to ensure that they earn it and nothing is handed to them.
Whoa, you are angry.
Well,
I want to win championships, baby.
Offensive line is the new defensive line of previous years, where Gutey pours in a lot of assets into it, right?
So hang on. I don't want to cut you off, Brad, but when Kyle says, I want to win championships, baby, so the signing of Javon Hargrave changes your mind that the defensive line is championship ready?
I mean, you said it yesterday, right? In 11 seasons, he played in 2 Super Bowls, right? Last year, he had a good year. For the
he is one player.
I understand, but he in 2021, he was an elite player on an elite defense, and so
he's 33. He's going to be very,
very good. And so now what I'm saying is this: when you have Micah Parsons, a guy in and Javon Hargrave,
I don't need you to list all the names.
Well, they've been, but again, Micah Parsons has performed at a high level. Hargrave has performed at a high level. That's what I need is guys that have a proven track record. Because if we have
two guys.
Yeah, it's 2 guys. Devontae Wyatt has played very well. So, I mean, just 3.
He's been hurt, and he's been good when he's out there. He has been great.
Good. He was very good last year.
Again, you're using very good. The rest of the Super Bowl winning teams' defensive lines and offensive lines are not having this whirlwind conversation that you're doing with yourself.
I would say Devontae Wyatt last year, when he was healthy, he was great. He was great. He played very, very, very well. There's nobody complaining about Devontae Wyatt last year. Were we complaining about Devontae?
Good to very good.
I would say very good to great.
Are we?
He was never a liability.
You know what, Stro? It was 10 polls of every interior and offensive lineman and defensive lineman. Are they elite, great, good, or average? Honestly, because we're not doing that. But that's my point. Is you're gonna do that. All right, hang on. No, let me do this. So Micah, for sure. Hargrave, LVN, Wyatt. That's all we're doing for the defensive line.
Those are your starters. Those are your 4 starters.
And then we're doing probably just the 5-0 linemen.
Yeah.
Just the 5 right now. Because he ain't putting Darian Kennard's ass on a poll.
I mean, outside of Zach Tom, everybody should be getting the average grade.
So that's my point. Is you're acting as if but the defensive line too. I'm fascinated by this. You want to win championships.
I think you underestimating how good Devontae Wyatt was.
No, I'm not. I just watched Seattle and Texas and
he's not like a championship level.
And the Broncos. You watch the Broncos in person. This defensive line for the Green Bay Packers versus what you watched where your cousin plays is not even in the stratosphere.
If he was great to elite, Gutey
he would already been extended.
He gave him the 5th-year option. He may get an extension this year.
But if you're great, you don't give people a 5th-year option. You just sign them because you want them for the next 4 years.
In 2024, he got injured early. Remember, we were feeling good about him, and he got injured.
Feeling good versus feeling like this is someone that you got to lock up ASAP are 2 different things, and that goes back to why you don't like Gutey, but are trying to pretend you are great with everything because there's hope springs eternal. For Kyle Wallace.
Devontae Wyatt's making what? 12 million this year. I mean, that's decent money.
That's good money.
I don't care.
That's the same money Hargrave is making.
Exactly. 2 guys making $12 million that aren't going to be Pro Bowlers.
Oh. They won't be liabilities for you for sure.
No one's saying they're not going to be good.
But this is not the Eagles 2021 defensive
line. Talking about the offensive line and defensive line scares me about how far this team can go in the playoffs.
Yeah,
no matter how great the talent is around everyone else.
I feel good about the defensive line. I really do.
Nothing like feeling good about them. They feel good. You can't.
Devontae Wyatt was top 4 best.
You're
defensive
arguing
player for the
about
Packers
Devontae Wyatt.
Because
Devontae Wyatt.
Because you're not giving him the credit that he deserves based off the season last year.
But you just said you want to win a Super Bowl 5 minutes ago. Devontae Wyatt's not going to change that.
When healthy, Devontae Wyatt was part of one of the better defensive units in the NFL last year. That is just simply a fact. He was a contributor.
Devontae Wyatt,
for this
baby.
team. Yes, the Packers last year.
Packers go to the Super Bowl this year because or not because of Devontae Wyatt. Put it on the poll.
When you have 2 interior linemen like Devontae Wyatt and Hargrave like that, the Green Bay Packers put themselves in a great position. And then you add in Micah Parsons, who's already is a beast. And so I'm just saying, if you watched the Packers last year and didn't think Devontae Wyatt was going in the right direction, you're crazy or you're blind. Ray Charles.
No one says he's not going in the right direction. No one said he wasn't good. But he's a Super Bowl game changer.
He was your second best defensive lineman last year. Now you're bringing in a guy who could be better than him. So you mean to tell me now we have 3 very good and 1 elite defensive lineman? That should be great. We should be excited. You know how many years the Packers went with having nobody on the defensive line?
They don't play 100% of the snaps. Brenton Cox, Colin Oliver, can't wait.
They'll be on the outside. We'll see what they develop to. But
the trenches are weak.
With our big boys on the inside, I feel really good about Wyatt, and I feel really good about Hargrave. That's the way I feel. And then you add in Micah Parsons, I'm confident. I feel really good about the defensive line.
Brad, you played on championship teams. Is this an interior offensive and defensive line championship caliber roster?
The 2 teams I played on that were very good, the Jags and the Panthers, had significantly better D lines, but those were the strengths of the team. Micah, if he's elite, that can make up for a lot. I think it becomes no longer a liability. I don't think that they're necessarily great. I don't think they're Super Bowl level, but I think they're good, and I think that they're no longer a liability. I don't think you're going to lose a ton of games because of those guys, particularly compared to previous years, but I wouldn't say a lot of offensive lines are going to be
Stro, did you put up 10 polls?
I did put up 10 polls, yes.
That was quick.
Well done, Brad. Kyle and I are going to scream at each other while you tell us about something.
Oh, that's right. Tonight is the night that's Thirsty Thursday. The weekend starts early in the Nortman household, and I'm going to celebrate with an ice-cold carbless in my hand. As always, it's my go-to. You guys know that. Guilt-free experience because I value the guilt-free nature that carbless gives me. I want something that's going to give me no sugar, no carbs, no gluten, just 100 calories, and the oh-so-perfect level of carbonation. Goldilocks level, in fact. Only something that Carbless can pull off. And bold flavor is what characterizes Carbless. That's the thing. There's no taking a back seat when it comes to, yes, I got a guilt-free option, but they raise the bar when it comes to how good it tastes. You should enjoy every sip when you enjoy your ready-to-drink cocktail, and Carbless makes sure that's the case. With their clean ingredients and no guilt, they always raise the bar when it comes to big flavor. And the grapefruit 4-pack just picked up, fresh from the grocery store aisles, is in the Nortman fridge. It's currently chilling as we speak, and it's going to be cracked open tonight. And enjoy that tart, citrus, crisp flavor of grapefruit that only Carbless can pull off. I'm going to be enjoying that tonight. Cheers with Carbless.
Gutey, look what you've done. You got me and Kyle against each other on the trenches right now.
Gutey, I believe in Devontae Wyatt. Ben is just being a hater.
I think Devontae Wyatt's a very good player.
I think Devontae Wyatt's going to be a very great player this year.
Is he going to be a Pro Bowler?
Based off the Pro Bowl now, hell yeah, if he stays healthy.
71% of respondents say he's good.
Devontae Wyatt?
That's the one.
I'm the elite, great, good, or average?
Yeah, so I have one out there from Micah Parsons, Devontae Wyatt, Javon Hargrave, Lucas Van Ness, Jordan Morgan, Aaron Banks, Sean Ryan, Anthony Belton, and Zach Thomas.
Retweet all these, vote on all these. Let's solve the trenches and see what Gutey needs to do moving forward. Get to Twitter, X, or whatever you call it, at KBN ESPN. Oh, baby, let's get in the trenches. Next.
This is Kyle Brust Nortman, KBN.
I've seen some of those jersey checks.
You were a punter.
No, I haven't. I've seen them.
On ESPN Wisconsin and the ESPN Wisconsin app.
When Milwaukee families need help, the United Way is there, reducing barriers to employment, providing transportation, safe and stable homes, and more for over 192,000 people.
And this month, Cunis is proud to stand beside them. Hi, I'm Bill Eater with Cunis of Milwaukee.
And I am Tony Avery with the United Way of Greater Milwaukee and Waukesha County. During the Cunis Drives Milwaukee 1000 event, they're donating $100 to the United Way for every vehicle sold.
Our goal this month is simple: 1,000 vehicles across 3 Cunis Milwaukee dealerships.
for a $100,000 donation to the United Way of Greater Milwaukee and Waukesha County.
To help us reach our goal, you'll find incredible deals on all new and pre-owned vehicles at our 3 locations in Greenfield, Oak Creek, and Hope Chevrolet on West Metro Auto Mall.
Be a part of Driving Milwaukee Forward at the Cunis Drives Milwaukee 1000 event.
Start your search today at cunismke.com. That's cunismke.com.
March into big savings at Exterior Pros and Baths. Refresh your home this season with energy-efficient windows, durable roofing, beautiful new siding, or a stunning bath remodel and get $3,000 off your project. That's $3,000 in instant savings during their March savings event. But this offer won't last long. Call 262-800-4274 or visit extpros.com today. Exterior Pros and Baths. Big savings done right.
Make your fitness goals last with Johnson Fitness and Wellness, the largest specialty fitness retailer in the country with 5 locations in the Milwaukee area. At Johnson Fitness and Wellness, you'll find top-rated treadmills, strength equipment, ellipticals, bikes, and more, all guided by certified fitness experts who match the right equipment to your goals, space, and budget. And with white glove delivery and installation, plus flexible financing options, you can build your home gym with confidence. Visit one of their stores today or online at johnsonfitness.com.
Buying or selling a home isn't just a transaction. It's one of life's biggest decisions.
That's why clarity, trust, and the right guidance matter, especially in an ever-changing market.
I'm Tony Wendorf with Tony Wendorf & Associates, powered by Keller Williams.
I'm John Lorenz.
And I'm Taylor Mangini. Our team delivers a white glove experience at every price point, combining expert negotiation, local insight, and genuine care.
Get started today with a team you can trust at wendorfteam.kw.com.
Tony Wendorf & Associates.
Driven by faith, gratitude, and results.
Raise your hand if you're excited about feeling older faster than you should. Yeah, I didn't think so. If you're feeling pain that makes you feel older than you are, there's good news. QC Kinetics patients here in Milwaukee are getting relief, feeling younger, jumping back into life at full speed, and it didn't happen in an operating room. Dr. Caravelli and the team at QC Kinetics and their medical professionals use the latest in regenerative treatments, backed by real science. Treatments that take the tiny, powerful healing tools inside your body and concentrate them right where you need relief. Nothing makes it more real than hearing the real stories behind QC Kinetics. Mike is training for a marathon instead of giving up running. Kathy walked around Disney with her grandkids. Alan is back to work, now climbing ladders like no big deal. All real QC Kinetics patients. The sooner you start treatment, the sooner inflammation eases, and the sooner the joint damage slows down. Find out if you're a candidate for QC Kinetics and their regenerative treatments. Your visit and consultation is absolutely free. Give them a call now at 414-240-2298. 414-240-2298. That's 414-240-2298.
Prizes, flyaways, even cash money. You want it? We've got it. Find a list of all contests and official rules by visiting ESPNWisconsinContests.com. That's ESPNWisconsinContests.com.
Start your Milwaukee weight loss program now to lose weight fast. Many lose 20 to 30 pounds in a month or two. Call for your free consultation. 262-235-3980. 262-235-3980 or online at MilwaukeeWeightLoss.com.
Results may vary. You're listening to Kyle, Brust, and Nortman on ESPN Wisconsin and the ESPN Wisconsin app.
All right, all 4 of us are done spamming your Twitter X's. All 9 polls are in the field projecting the starters for the offensive and defensive line. We're not going to do it just yet because I'd like to see where the results come in over time. But you can go to @KBNESPN and vote for every interior offensive and defensive lineman. Are they elite, great, good, or average? Look how fancy this is, Stro. Zoom in on me if you can.
Look at that grid.
Incredible.
Lots of boxes right there.
It's like the light's hard to see. I think you're helping me out here. It's really well done. Yeah, we got it.
Yeah, all those lines.
Elite,
so
great, good, or average. We're going to take our votes.
Look at all those players on there.
Yeah. Micah, LVN, Hargrave.
That's your
Wyatt,
Packers
Tom,
trenches.
Belton, Ryan, Banks, and Morgan. We're going to find out who voted elite, great, good, or average on our show and compare our votes to what KBN voted on Twitter. We're going to find out how great or elite or average or good our players really are.
I just don't understand.
Polls never lie. They never lie.
Yeah, what I don't understand is
or
why.
do they, Brad?
Is that we hold our defensive linemen to this high standard. I mean, just all of it. 24 hours ago,
standard.
if we would have been told that we're going to get Hargrave, we would have been so excited. And now already we're saying, well, the D-line needs more. Well, damn.
It's an improvement for sure.
Yeah,
it's become no longer a liability. That's what I can say. I don't know if it becomes a reason why the Packers win football games.
So
it's no longer a liability. Unless it's Mike.
I hate to do this, Brad, but like you're now saying with removing Rashawn Gary, who no one's a fan of, but like his bulk production did like create some numbers, right? 7.5 sacks or whatever it was. And Ikbare, who made some big plays for this team, was a consistent guy, is gone, and you've really only replaced that with Hargrave. So that's why it's hard for me to say it's like when you're like it's no longer a liability.
He's so disrespectful. You just act like 99 can't shine in Barron Sorrell. You acting like
99's going to shine.
Colin Oliver wasn't called Baby Micah.
And he didn't want to be called Baby Micah because he knows he can't live up to that expectation.
Well, I'm just saying that these kids could develop, could they not?
They can develop, but it goes back to Jordan Morgan. The assumption in the NFL is you cannot play until you prove otherwise. It's like innocent until proven guilty. How can we just assume someone that's got no playing time, no reps, who can't beat out someone ahead of them, how can we just assume they can play in the NFL? The assumption should be they are not NFL starting caliber unless they become NFL starting caliber.
You know what? Since we looked at the stats from our boy Jordan Morgan for the last game of the season, do y'all realize the wrecking machine Barron Sorrell was against the Minnesota Vikings in that last game? So if we're going to use that against Jordan Morgan, we can for sure use it for Barron Sorrell. He balled out in that game.
Unproven.
Is one game enough for you against the
for Kyle? As long as it's good for Kyle.
Preseason-esque
No.
game?
No. That's not allowed out of you. It was a preseason game for one team. The Vikings had their starters out there,
not playing for anything.
Pride, Brad.
They wanted to win. In the last game, there were multiple players
sure
on that team that were retiring. C.J. Ham, Harrison Smith. They wanted to win for them.
C.J. Ham.
Yeah, he is. C.J. Ham.
That was their fullback for a long time.
Fullback, and he got like the game ball and started crying in the locker room.
I'm just saying. That's hilarious. Stro put my shirt on the TV. Don't get dizzy now. Y'all might get sick.
Get dizzy listening to you, I can tell you that much.
But no, Barron Sorrell balled out in that game. He had 8 tackles, he had 5 solos, 3 assists, and 1 sack. So, I mean, when he actually had an opportunity to go against a real NFL roster, he shined, did he not?
He did play pretty well.
So isn't promise when he got more snaps, he balled out in the NFL game?
He's not elevating this to a scary unit. I think with a healthy Micah, which is also a pretty big qualifier, because when they had a healthy Micah, a healthy Devontae Wyatt, and Rashawn Gary, like they were solid. They were a good unit, especially Micah. The problem is you need to assume a full, healthy, elite Micah. And I think Devontae Wyatt, and I think that Javon Hargrave it's an upgrade. I like that starting lineup, and even with LVN, it's not bad. It's not going to win you games, but it's not going to lose you games.
Barron Sorrell forced a fumble. Y'all said, hey, they didn't get real snaps. We got real snaps, and he balled out.
Cherry picking stats for Barron Sorrell.
I'm not cherry picking. That's the one game he got the for real play where he was the dude.
What does that say about him? If he wasn't able to beat out a guy that didn't have a tackle for loss or a sack since Halloween.
That says that there's politics of football where the rich man gets a chance. Ask Jordan Morgan. They keep trying to shuffle his ass around here. There's probably a guy in the third round.
You voted him. You probably voted him ass or average in our polls.
I sure did. Who?
Jordan Morgan.
I sure did, and he keeps getting opportunity because he's a first-round pick. If he was a third-round pick, they would have cut his ass already.
But it's different shining for one game. If he becomes an every-game starter, the O-line's going to watch film on him, see what he's good at, see what he's bad at, what's his strengths, what's his weaknesses. He went in without any knowledge.
I just think there's something there. So we shouldn't be writing off this defensive line saying, they only got these couple guys. Well, let's see in the second year what a Colin Oliver, if he gets healthy, what he can do. Let's see what Barron Sorrell does after a full year. Let's see what a whole
I am so sick of every offseason you saying, let's see, take the next step. Let's see, take the next step. And you don't learn your lesson. You're relying on Gutey's draft picks, a guy that you don't believe in the draft from an overall perspective, to continue to hit on guys, and then you are going to be like, man, why'd I trust Gutey? He gonna dupe me again.
What do you say when Tucker
was good,
Kraft?
Kyle.
What do you say about Tucker Kraft when he catches the ball? What he get?
He's the yak daddy.
The yak daddy, and the yak daddy wasn't the yak daddy year one. He developed. right?
He probably could have been if they gave him more opportunity.
I'm just saying, guys.
And didn't treat the rich like Luke Musgrave, like he should have got more opportunity. He kept falling.
He kept absolutely falling. So I'm just saying, sometimes it takes time for guys to develop. And
the Packers do a really bad job of getting guys to contribute at a fast rate in the NFL. They amongst other teams, yes,
they make you redshirt.
It's crazy.
No, they do. They made Matthew Golden redshirt for some odd reason. I have no idea.
So
why.
now that we have,
there's some truth there. They put a little bit of brakes on you.
Reset button here. Kyle, Brust Nortman across ESPN Wisconsin. Strove's running the show. 800-990-ESPN is the Carbless Talk and Text line. Of course, we're on YouTube at ESPN Milwaukee and at ESPN Madison. We're going to do over-under coming up next. And then we will reveal if Micah, LVN, Hargrave, Wyatt, Tom, Belton, Ryan, Banks, Morgan, are they elite, great, good, or average? We give our votes and then look at the voting on Twitter at KBN ESPN and compare it to you. You want me to go to Kent and Oak Creek before over-under? Kent, you're up on the KBN Carbless Talk and Text line.
Hey, guys.
What up, Kent?
I like the addition of Hargrave, but I don't think he makes us that much better. I still think we're a person away from it on the edge. I would love to see us try to get A.J. Espinoza. I think that would be a good addition. It would allow Van Ness another year of filling in, playing 20 snaps a game or whatever. But that's just my thought to get better.
Yeah, I just think we're running out of time for a 13th overall pick to get better.
Is he going into his fourth year, LVN?
Yes.
That's crazy.
They have to decide on the fifth-year option, which is an easy decision.
Wow.
That's sad.
That is sad. The thing is, you have to let him.
Yeah,
unless you're convinced.
Kent's not wrong if he wasn't a 13th overall pick.
Yeah,
if he was a 5th round pick,
you have to
you got on potential. Be like, yeah, bring another veteran in we'll see what he's got in his last year if he gets some snaps. Yeah, this is your 13th overall pick.
Yeah,
you have to let him start this year. Which is unfortunate.
The difference between him and Quay is that Quay was going to get signed somewhere else. LVN is right now paying for a career. He's playing for a career and a payday. Because if LVN does not perform well this year, he could be looking at a $2.5 million deal, or he could be looking at sitting on the sidelines.
Or just, collecting money from the Komet family. Isn't he dating Cole Komet's sister?
Oh, wow. Saying he's a gold digger? She ain't the rich one her brother is.
She still be money when I'm in need.
Looked like a nice house when he got drafted.
That was his house, wasn't it?
Oh, it was his house. You're right. When his dad tapped his girlfriend's house.
They
really weird.
They grew up in a very nice
double tap
part of Illinois.
I wish my dad would double tap my baby girl. I'd be so mad.
Why would you wish your dad would do that?
I know it. Kyle,
you wish your dad would do that.
Why, you trying to fight your dad?
Oh.
Let's just let that one be, Kyle. I said it to rile it up. And
why would you?
Over-under coming up next, 800-990-3776. I want my dad to tap my wife's ass, says Kyle Wallace.
That sounds wild.
That's what you said. In context.
You said, I wish my dad would double tap my fiance.
For
That's
those
what you said.
For those who may not be as culturally competent, I'm not asking for my father to tap my father's ass.
But what you are saying
you said that exactly.
I'm saying in my culture, I wish you would mean I wish you would. I'll give you a knuckle sandwich.
Well, right.
That means you're trying to fight your dad.
But why are you trying to fight your dad?
Just give up.
Gosh.
Caller 8 and caller 12.
Did he do something?
800-990-3776.
Wallace.
I wish Alex Strofe would talk some more crap right now.
What did your dad do?
I wish he would.
Why do you want to hit him?
I wish he would keep asking you questions, or are you going to find out wish you would means?
Oh, yeah, you're going to find out by Ben. He's going to punch you.
I'm not worried about Ben. I'm worried about you and your father's relationship.
Oh.
Caller 8 and caller 12. He just doesn't know when to stop either. That's the crazy part. 800-990-3776. For over-under, Strofe gives you a category. You say you believe in us or you don't. I can't wait to move on from wish you would. Caller 8 and caller 12. Next.
Why do you wish that?
You're listening to Kyle, Brust, and Nortman on ESPN Wisconsin and the ESPN Wisconsin app. Stay up to date on the Green and Gold all off-season. The Green and Gold Fix podcast is brought to you by Potawatomi Casino Hotel. Luxury stay, elite play, unwind in sophisticated comfort. Win big, dine, and experience the events in Milwaukee.
Do you worry about how much someone drinks?
Do you feel neglected or unloved? If you answered yes to any of these questions, you are not alone.
Al-Anon and Alateen can help. Call 1-866-200-0223 or visit alanon.org/help.
You like saving money, right? We all do. That's why Allstate just lowered the price of car insurance. Not, but wait, there's a catch. Lower. Actually lower. So if you're shopping around or just want to see how much you could save, check Allstate first for a new lower auto rate that could save you hundreds. You're in good hands with Allstate. Not available in every state. Only applicable for new auto insurance business. Rates will vary by several factors, including how you purchase the policy. Potential savings vary. Allstate North American Insurance Company and Affiliates, Northbrook, Illinois.
Taxes was feeling so stuck. Sitting in traffic, squeezing into a parking spot, all to squeeze in getting tax help during your lunch break. Now Taxes is a TurboTax expert who does your taxes for you, while you go about your day getting real-time notifications about their progress and the most money back guaranteed. Now this is Taxes. Intuit TurboTax. See guarantee details at turbotax.com/guarantees. Only available with TurboTax experts. Real-time updates only in iOS mobile app.
Come grow with us at Glenroy. For more than 6 decades, our family-owned company has built its reputation on quality, reliability, and providing strong career opportunities in our community. As the packaging industry rapidly grows, so does Glenroy. Here, you'll find competitive wages, a clean, modern workspace, fully vested 401k, yearly bonus award, and the chance to build a manufacturing career with purpose. Apply today at glenroy.com/careers. That's GLENROY.com/careers.
UW Credit Union presents the Student Athlete of the Week, supporting local student athletes as they grow on the field, in the classroom, and in the community. UW Credit Union is here for every you. Learn more at uwcu.org.
With your UW Credit Union Student Athlete of the Week, I'm Will Summers. This week's UW Credit Union Student Athlete of the Week is Viroqua sophomore Elias Schwem. Schwem delivered a dominant postseason performance, pouring in 37 points, grabbing 14 rebounds, and adding 5 assists in Viroqua's 68-63 regional semifinal win over West Salem, the program's first regional semifinal victory since 2000. Earlier this season, she surpassed the 1,000-point career milestone as just a sophomore and is averaging 23 points per game, helping lead Viroqua to a 16-9 record. A standout three-sport athlete who also competes in cross-country and track and field, Schwem continues to make her mark across every season. Congratulations to Elias Schwem, your UW Credit Union Student Athlete of the Week.
Hi, this is Michelle Voskel, CPA and team member at the Neal Group. If 2025 didn't go exactly as planned, you're not alone. You made it through, and that's what counts. Now it's time for taxes, and for a lot of people, that's when the stress kicks in, especially if things got messy along the way. The good news? A rough year doesn't mean a ruined future. We helped Nate fix a tax mess with the IRS created by one of those national firms and saved him $103,000 in penalties, plus another $150,000 in taxes, because we know the tax law. Imagine walking into tax season with a plan, clarity, and someone in your corner who knows the tax law and knows how to use it. You earned it. We help you keep it. Call us now at 414-325-2040 to arrange a meeting to see how we can help you. Don't wait. Call now. That's 414-325-2040 or visit nealgroup.net.
You're listening to Kyle, Brust, and Nortman, KBN, on ESPN Wisconsin, ESPN Milwaukee on YouTube, and the ESPN Wisconsin app.
I wish my dad would double tap my baby girl. I'd be so mad.
Kyle didn't have his headphones on, so you're going to have to play it again.
I wish my dad would double tap my baby girl. I'd be so mad.
See, in context, if anyone has a brain, you could figure out that if he would be mad, I
wish my dad would double tap my baby girl. I'm just going to leave that alone. There's so many different directions I can go.
Yeah.
I can go left. I can go right. I can go all different ways.
You can go backwards, sideways.
I can go so many ways. I really want to.
You can do whatever you want.
With a whole lot of ass to tap back there, tell you that.
Hey, that's probably a good way to go to over-under. That's for you. Not for my dad. Just for me.
Will the guys hit the over or will they disappoint? It's time for Over Under on Kyle, Brust, and Nortman.
I love my job. Over under time. All right, KVN, I've got a list of 10 things in an over-under line. The guys will team up and have 3 minutes to get as many of the 10 answers correct with their 10 guesses as they can. Today, caller 8, K-Walk.
K-Walk.
He's a believer. He's on the over. Caller 12, Diana in Mukwanago.
She made it through.
Wow. She wants that iron jock, though.
She is on the under. Today, the over-under line is 7.5. So, right, pretty good over-under for the following topic. Who? That's when you guys say who.
Who?
Let's try again. Today's topic. Who are the 10 longest tenured Green Bay Packers?
Oh.
And the over-under line is 7.5. Who will be our final answerer today?
Packer?
Kyle Wallace.
Backer.
The 10 longest tenured Packers per Kyle Wallace. Your time starts in 3, 2, 1.
J Love.
Jordan Love. Final answer.
I'm just going to give that one to you. He is the longest tenured Packer. Drafted in 2020.
So we know it's 2020 is the back end.
Isaiah McDuffie. Final answer.
One.
He is the second longest tenured Packer, drafted in 2021.
And
if it's 21.
So that means that 22 draft class when you're talking about Christian Watson.
Yes.
Final answer.
Jaden Reed.
Final answer.
He wasn't in that draft class.
He wasn't, but I shouldn't have said final answer.
Devontae Wyatt was in that draft class.
Devontae Wyatt, final answer.
You have the 4 longest tenured Packers.
LVN.
No, LVN's younger than them.
He's not 22?
No, LVN was in.
Oh, yeah, you're right.
So now we have to go to, let's think about the offensive line. Sean Ryan, he just got a contract extension, so Sean Ryan should be part of that because he's with Christian Watson. So final answer, Sean Ryan.
Zach Tom?
Zach Tom, I think, was also in that same draft where he's a 4th round pick.
Yep.
So we're going with Zach Tom, final answer.
That is correct.
2 minutes.
6 longest tenured Packers.
When did Keyshawn get here? 2022? He was here with Aaron Rodgers.
Do it.
Yeah.
Keyshawn Nixon, final answer.
He is number 8, 2023 free agent edition.
Carrington Valentine was part of that big draft class.
I think he's in his third year.
Yeah,
he's in his
he's going into his 4th.
Going into his 4th, yeah.
So he's with Jaden Reed, so that means he wouldn't be part of that.
So pre-Jaden Reed second round, which was also the Musgrave Kraft. No, it wasn't. That was the year after.
The Jaden Reed one.
But we got to go pre that. So
Yeah.
just, go through position groups here. Any special teamers? Punter? No.
Oh, yeah.
You only need one more.
Yeah, the punter. He's been here for.
I think he's going into his 4th season. I don't know for sure.
Put Waylon on the side. What about the long snapper?
Oh, yeah. What's the long snapper's name?
He's been here for a while.
Well, they just got a new one. I don't know his name.
I don't know either.
I forgot
The
his
long
name.
snapper.
What about
1 minute.
Oh, crap. All right, let me just take a deep breath here.
Go by position group. D-line, no.
Safeties, no.
Safeties, no. Cornerbacks, we already hit
on.
Linebackers, no.
Not Tyrone.
You already got McDuffie. Offensive line.
I'm trying to think.
These are the 3 I thought you would get stuck on, and you need one of them.
Who's the back? No, he's not.
No
still
other
there.
wide receivers.
Running backs.
Man Wilson not on the roster. What's his face was there.
30
Melton, final
seconds.
answer. Is he still on the roster?
Yeah.
You said final answer. You got it right. Bo Melton is correct. He was an off-season addition in 2022.
Good job,
The
Kyle.
long snapper was also correct, but nobody knows his name.
I can't remember.
Well,
the
just
name.
tell us it because we got it right.
He was a 2023 off-season edition, free agent edition. Matt Orzek.
Orzek.
Matt Orzek.
Is
the 10th
Waylon?
No, he's not. The 10th name on this list was the first-round pick in 2023 because he was drafted first. It was a name you discussed.
Oh, Lucas Van Ness?
That would be correct. He was the last name.
Yeah, because we just said he's coming into his 4th year.
Technically 1 day before the rest of the draft class.
Wow.
1 day before
Powerful.
Jaden Reed.
You should have used that.
No,
That would've helped
that's
our
razor
mind.
thin margin.
It
right
was
there.
razor thin margin.
Diana McGuanago.
All right, Diana.
I wish my
Loses
dad
again.
would double tap my baby girl.
That without the ending is actually quite phenomenal.
Oh.
Unless you
have too much
think your baby
powers,
girl don't want that
I
on
wish
the
my
air.
dad would double tap my baby girl.
She laughed at it.
She said y'all culturally incompetent. So
Who's y'all?
No, she didn't. She said that. You said that. You said that.
Brad's the reader of all my texts.
I do. I have the. Yeah, the show cultural incompetence for sure.
Brad and Stro cultural incompetence.
I just think it's hilarious.
I knew
that
he was
you said
saying
that.
You didn't know until we called it out.
No, I knew the entire time, but the phrasing is horrible.
And you can tell by your tone that it's like a fighting tone.
Yeah,
I wish you would.
correct.
It's not we knew that, but just
However,
to say that
I wish you would.
is strange.
So like,
No,
here's
I heard it
example.
as, I wish my dad would double tap my
Right. That's
What
how
type
it's
of
like.
nasty
But
kink do you have?
for example,
We don't kink shame here.
Ben, you use no kink shaming on this show. All kinks
Well,
are
that's
allowed.
news to me. I
No
did not
kink-
know that.
no
I don't-
kink
That is a golden rule of Kyle Brust Nortman.
Brandon, you know that?
This is a newly found rule.
Send in your kinks, 800-990-3776. I may or may not be able to read them, but you can send them.
I don't want to listen to this smut.
Send them in.
Send in your kinks, 800-990-3776.
This is after dark. Yeah, what about the kids?
We'll read them in 2 minutes next.
You're listening to Kyle Brust and Nortman, KBN, on ESPN Wisconsin, ESPN Milwaukee on YouTube, and the ESPN Wisconsin app.
Wisconsin Indoor Golf Center is ready to slip someone into a green jacket. The next tournament of the season's here, and there's $1,000 in cash prizes. Hey ESPN Milwaukee, this is Gary Ellison, inviting you to a two-man scramble at Georgia Golf Club, all played on Wisconsin Indoor Golf Center's spacious state-of-the-art simulators. Sign up now at WisconsinIndoorGolfCenter.com. It's just $120 per team, and all teams must compete their round by March 31st. Who's walking away with the cash, and who's earning that green jacket?
Kyle Brust Nortman's Ben Brust here for Grimal and Associates Insurance. They do what anyone with a growing family, like myself, does. Protect what matters most. Grimal and Associates specializes in coverage that's tailored exactly to you. Clients aren't just policies, they're part of their community. Personalized American Family Insurance back service, expert guidance, and genuine commitment. Grimal and Associates focuses on building trusted relationships and providing peace of mind. The same values they've had for over 30 years in the Milwaukee area. Connect with Grimal and Associates at teamgrimal.com.
Wisconsin weather doesn't wait, and neither should you. At Pella Windows and Doors of Wisconsin, we make upgrading your home simple. Right now, order today and get 0% interest until 2032. You heard me right. 0% interest all the way until 2032. Upgrade your windows and doors now and pay over time without paying interest. With our 10-year limited warranty, you can feel confident in your investment. Schedule your free in-home consultation today at PellaWI.com.
Certain restrictions apply. 3/31/2026.
It's a great day for Brewers baseball, and with Brewers checking from Associated Bank, you get a powerful lineup of perks all season. Leading off is express entry with incredible speed. Next up, 20% off gear at the Brewers team store. Sporty stuff. And third, up to 50% off home game tickets. But if you can believe it, there's even more you can score. Because with Brewers checking, you get the strongest lineup in baseball. Only from Associated Bank. Join the crew at AssociatedBank.com/Brewers. Member FDIC.
Hey, this is Gabe Neitzel. You're listening to 94.5 ESPN, WKTI and WKTI HD, Milwaukee.
A locally owned Good Karma brand station.
Broadcasting live from the Gruber Law Office's One Call That's All studio at the Avenue in downtown Milwaukee. This is Kyle Brust and Nortman, KBN, on ESPN Wisconsin. Here's Kyle Wallace, Ben Brust, and Brad Nortman.
Y'all some freaks on the Carbless Talking text line, 800-990-3776. We will not be reading your kinks.
No, stop.
We're not. We're done.
Stop.
We're moving on.
Stop. The last thing I want to deal with is a meeting on a Friday.
Well, that's why
You're supposed to be in control, Stro. What are you doing? Don't get me in trouble.
The good news is we can now place our votes for Micah Parsons, LVN, Javon Hargrave, Devontae Wyatt, Zach Tom, Anthony Belton, Sean Ryan, Aaron Banks, and Jordan Morgan. Are they elite, great, good, or average? Because we have enough votes to put down what KBN Nation thinks on Twitter at KBN ESPN. It's Kyle Brust and Nortman with you, going through the trenches today. Going through the trenches.
Trenches?
Yeah, talk about the trenches.
Getting in the trenches
Talk
of
about
your
it.
personal feelings and of the Green Bay Packers. Micah Parsons.
Elite.
KBN has him at 84% on the poll. I have elite. Kyle said elite. Brad, you said?
Elite.
Stro?
Elite.
That is an elite pass rusher. We move down the polls to Devontae Wyatt. Is he elite, great, good, or average?
Good.
I had good.
Great.
I had good, and KBN Nation had good. So 4 goods and 1 obviously great from Kyle because he is biased towards his guy.
Nope, he knows ball. That's
Devontae Wyatt.
Knows ball.
Javon Hargrave.
Graduate to great.
Elite, great, good, or average? Your votes go.
I had great.
I had great as well.
Had great.
I had great, but KBN Nation had good.
That's okay. They're going to figure it out. They're going to find out.
I was reading that the system that Minnesota had him in wasn't very conducive to his skill set.
Great word. Conducive.
Yeah.
This is a fun one. Lucas Van Ness, elite, great, good, or average? Elite 2%, great 3%.
Waiting on that ass category.
Yeah.
Average.
Average.
Well, let's check the reply here. Below average, well below from Ross.
Comma, well below. Nice.
But the majority of people said average at 50% for LVN.
Average.
Who's saying elite now?
Strofe, average. Kyle.
Average.
Brad.
Average.
We all have.
If he was like a 4th round pick, I'd probably say good.
Yep. Yep, but he's
we
not.
all have average. So
he's fine.
So let's just put this in perspective for the defensive line before we move on. The defensive line that everyone is excited about right now. You have an elite pass rusher. You have 1 great interior lineman. Then you have 1 good interior lineman. And then an average defensive end.
Probably should be below average, we'll be honest.
I'm just, sure. But that furthers the point that I was trying to make about the defensive line.
It makes it's fine.
Micah's elite. And he's still going to be carrying the weight of the entire defensive line, was all I was trying to get across by replacing Gary and Enikbare with Hargrave and then hoping LVN is something and Wyatt is good.
Well, and you probably don't have Micah Parsons for a month, and even then there's a ramp up. I'm not sure we're seeing peak Micah until week 8. Peak Micah.
Sure, you might not see peak Micah until week 8, but I still think we're looking good. If the most of people are looking at this and they think Hargrave is going to be good or great, and we think that Wyatt is good, trending towards great, and we know how elite that Micah Parsons is, you got 3 really good defensive linemen. That's a positive. That's a very, very great positive for the Green Bay Packers. Because
a very, very great positive. You just want to say great.
I do. I feel good. I feel really good about the D-line. Now, there needs to be some guys that emerge, but I feel good about those.
That's the part behind that is you can't put anyone in good outside of the 4.
You need to assume everyone else is average.
Until they show elsewise.
Yep.
Yeah. And there's a potential for guys to show elsewise.
Sure.
Go to the offensive line. Jordan Morgan, elite, great, good, or average?
Average.
Average.
Good.
Average.
Good.
No, you did not.
He'll lie.
Voted good. Okay. How about that?
KBN Nation also said average, so he is in the average
KBN
category.
Nation don't know ball.
Aaron Banks, elite, great, good, or average?
Good.
I think I
had average.
I think I voted average.
I
based
wanted
off
to do more,
year.
but his play last year was average.
Yeah,
and I have to go off of that.
Strofe good. I'm average. Brad's average. Kyle?
I believe I voted average for him. He's only average.
KBN Nation voted average. So you have 2 starting offensive linemen off the bat. 1 you paid a lot of money to. 1 you invested a first-round pick in. Are being voted as average. We go down the list. Sean Ryan, elite, great, good, or average?
He good.
Good.
I voted average.
Oh.
I voted good.
Look at that. Look at you.
So did
guys.
KBN Nation.
I hope that Gutey's not giving $10 million a year to someone average.
I mean, I think I want to see a little level of leveling up at the center position.
You want to see him graduate.
Yeah.
Same with Devontae Wyatt. You want to see him graduate.
Yeah.
Anthony Belton.
Average.
Average.
Yeah, it's more so unproven than anything, but I guess I would agree with average.
Zach Tom.
I had him at elite.
Yeah, elite.
I had him great.
Kyle had him great.
Somewhere between
KBN Nation had him great. Where'd you have him?
He had elite, right?
Yeah, I did vote elite, but I feel he's probably somewhere in between. But yeah, elite.
Elite. Brad?
I had elite.
So I was the deciding vote. I put elite. He's the top 5 tackle. He was unhealthy last year.
What's scary is your 2 elite guys are coming off of major injuries.
Yep. And
So to
that is
recap,
my whole point.
My
whole point about how last year went crashing
Adjusted
down.
games lost.
To
Part of the Super Bowl
recap the
formula.
offensive line, 1 elite offensive lineman, in Zach Tom, 3 average offensive linemen in Belton, Banks, and Morgan, and 1 good in Sean Ryan. That don't win Super Bowls.
Yeah, that ain't good enough.
And the biggest issue that I have is that most of us would say that Rasheed Walker was good, right? Most of us would say when we look at Elton Jenkins at guard, we would say he was probably great at guard. When we look at Josh Myers at center, you would say he was average. When you look at Sean Ryan at guard, you would say he was average to good. And you look at Zach Tom, he was great to elite. So you took a step back with this offensive line from 2 years ago, and that's why so many people should be concerned about it. But again, we'll see what happens when the games get out there because there is growth opportunities for these guys. That's why I'm not down in the dumps.
I just think about all the times that Jordan Love was under duress. You couldn't get anything going. No push in the running game. I mean, the fact that Josh Jacobs can't average more than 4 yards per carry, you can't have that. And that's all offensive line play.
And the fact how many times he had to jump cut and find holes, and he got injured and trying to overcome a lot of different things in the backfield, that's on the offensive line. It has to be better.
You know what's going to be a really fun exercise? And then we can put a bow on this. Getting Jason Wilde's, he hates this with Stro, yes or no on the Green Bay game day pregame show 3 hours before every Green Bay game across ESPN Wisconsin, 620 WTMJ. We're going to give him the grades, the overall grades, elite, great, good, or average, and see if he agrees or disagrees. And then we could have a bigger conversation with him about all of that and a whole lot more other things. But if you're looking for elite, that is Weed Man. Because if you want a lush, green, weed-free yard that makes the neighbors stop and stare, we have the solution for you. The Weed Man is coming to town.
The Weed Man coming.
Kid and pet friendly. They use golf course quality fertilizer and effective weed control to make your lawn luscious. All part of that winning game plan. So get a quote at weedman.com and get 50% off your first treatment. Half off at weedman.com. Weed Man. One more time, Kyle.
The Weed Man coming
for the win. Jason Wilde to see if we're ball knowers next.
You're listening to Kyle, Brust, and Nortman, KBN.
I'm a seam head now. You can call me whatever you want.
Oh, seam head. I don't even know what that is.
That means I'm a baseball dork. All I do is sit and watch MLB big inning at night.
Head.
I've never heard that before.
This is because you're not a seam head.
On ESPN Wisconsin and the ESPN Wisconsin app.
Well, things are slowing down. We've got a problem in the stadium interchange. We've got basically westbound 94, the ramp to Brewers Boulevard. All the lanes are blocked. There's some debris on the roadway, so watch for delays coming in from about 20th Street all the way through the stadium interchange. On the eastbound side, you got backups from 76th Street to Holly Road and again through the stadium interchange to about 35th Street. And checking the TMJ4 Storm Team forecast, windy, rainy tonight, and the rain mixes with the snow with a low of 35. Tomorrow, partly cloudy and windy, a high of 44. Weather's brought to you by Infinity Exteriors, dedicated to saving our communities from unscrupulous contractors. Mother Nature can be unpredictable. Your roof, siding, and windows shouldn't be. We install peace of mind with transparency and quality guaranteed. Visit infinityexteriors.com. From the WTMJ Traffic Center, I'm Debbie Lazaga on 94.5 ESPN.
March is here, and the biggest college basketball tournament is just around the corner. Join Kyle, Brust Nortman live from Kips Inn on Wednesday, March 18th from 2 to 5 p.m. as we tip off the tournament with our friends from Screamin' Sicilian Pizza. Whether you're just finalizing your bracket, talking matchups, or just getting ready for the action ahead, come hang out with the KBN crew and enjoy fresh Screamin' Sicilian Pizza while it lasts. Lock in your bracket picks and set up for every big moment. The road to a national championship starts at Kips Inn with Screamin' Sicilian. We'll see you there.
Feeling lucky? Then roll into Potawatomi Casino Hotel Milwaukee this March for Lucky Rollers. Every Thursday, we're giving away over $70,000 in prizes. Play with your Potawatomi rewards card for entries, and you can roll out with $550 in reward play. Or get lucky and win your share of $16,000 in cash. Lucky Rollers, only at Potawatomi. More info online. Must be 21 and a rewards member to play.
WMLW is the broadcast home of the Milwaukee Bucks. With 8 select games you can watch for free on Broadcast Channel 49.1. Our next game is against Tyler Hero and the Heat in Miami. Tonight at 6 on WMLW The M.
The Greater Milwaukee Golf Show, presented by Old Fashioned Golf, is back at the Mosh Performance Center in Franklin, March 13th through the 15th. The show has been reimagined with a simple goal: turn it into Wisconsin's ultimate golf party. That's why Vibes Golf Club, a group of golf-loving former Badger football players, including Melvin Gordon, will be at the show all 3 days. Plus, Bridgestone will be doing some ball fittings, and Carl's Place will be powering Simulator Alley. To learn more, log on to GreaterMilwaukeeGolfShow.com.
In 1987, the Bucks took on the world and changed basketball forever.
At stake, basketball supremacy in the United States.
Bucks versus the World, narrated by Charlie Behrens, is the new season of Behind the Bucks podcast, presented by Gallagher, your trusted insurance broker and HR and benefits consultant. It's the untold story of the 1987 McDonald's Open, when the Bucks became the first NBA team to face the Soviet Union. Listen now on Bucks.com/plus, the Bucks app, the ESPN Wisconsin app, and wherever you get podcasts.
Spring is here, and living with your old, drafty, foggy, dirty, hard-to-open, bad windows is no longer an option. You deserve better windows and doors. At Siding Unlimited, we install top-of-the-line wood, vinyl, and fiberglass windows with options to fit your style, color, and design choices. Built for energy efficiency, installed by our professional craftsmen at Siding Unlimited. Siding Unlimited. Experience, integrity, craftsmanship. Visit sidingunlimited.com today.
Serious truck crash? Call Gruber Law Offices today.
You're listening to Kyle, Brust, and Nortman on ESPN Wisconsin and the ESPN Wisconsin app.
He was not taken out of context. He said the whole thing.
Three-time Wisconsin Sports Writer of the Year.
I don't think that means much, though. Like, it very rarely happens.
Holding everybody accountable.
They need to be more mature.
Jason Wilde is on Kyle, Brust, and Nortman.
Joining us now on Kyle, Brust, and Nortman is Jason Wilde of Wilde and Tausch, 9 to noon across these very stations. Jason, how are you?
I still can't believe that in that open, it says something about me being the 3-time Wisconsin Sports Writer of the Year. And then the next quote is me saying, well, that doesn't really mean very much, does it? Or something. That totally out of context. Stro acts like he and I are friends, but that's total, like, uncalled for shade, right? Am I wrong to think that?
I think most people just assume it's a shot at me, which I'm good with.
Okay. Well, the way it's designed, I don't think comes off.
I think that's the second time he's brought up his intro. The maturity thing, and now this. Wow. You might need to go to the lab.
It seems like he might be a little sensitive.
Oh, wow. You're talking about your co-host of Weekly Wilde?
Yeah, new episode out right now, ESPN Milwaukee on YouTube. We recorded it this morning.
Yeah. No, I don't think it's that. I think you conjured up. You know, I'm a reluctant AI guy. I am very worried about a Terminator, iRobot type revolution. But you conjured up like a theme song for me through AI that I thought was pretty good. I thought maybe that would replace doesn't really. And by the way, it is accurate. It doesn't really mean much to be the Sports Writer of the Year. It's kind of a hokey award. So you have the truth as a defense. But I really thought that song, other than it called me wild, I think, I thought it was really good. Did you save that?
Let me look through my files.
Yeah, we'll dig into the files.
Right.
Jason, we could use your help.
Football. You always can use my help. What now?
We did an experiment on the offensive and defensive line with the talent around the offensive side of the ball and how they're looking like they're going to start the 5 guys that they have on the offensive line. And depending on 3-4-4-3, we took the 4 most known defensive players with the most potential. And we did 9 polls, which...
9 polls?
Shout out to KVN Nation, bringing in the votes. This is based off the poll we did with Jordan Love throughout the whole 2025 season. Through 12 games, has he been elite, great, good, or average? And you'd said very good sometimes and whatnot. We gave our votes, and we took the overall most voted on elite, great, good, or average for Micah, LVN, Hargrave, Wyatt, Tom, Belton, Ryan, Banks, and Morgan. What we learned is All 5.
That's too many polls.
No, never too many polls. Micah's elite. Can we agree on that?
Yes, we can agree on that.
LVN came in with average, with a lot of people saying below average. But average was the main vote, with a lot of commenters saying below average. Is it fair to say he's average?
I think as of now, if he was a fifth-round pick, we wouldn't probably grade him as harshly as those that are giving him the below average. But I am probably being biased about his draft status when I say that he's been average, right? Because he missed a bunch of time last season. He's had a few flash moments, but I guess I would turn that around and say, would you say he's been appreciably better than Kingsley and Igbare?
No.
Yeah, I don't think so. So, and what is Kingsley's probably average? He had 2 sacks last season, right? So I'm going to say average, but I don't feel good about it.
Hargrave. Great was the majority of the voting.
Great. Wow.
Could be Pommy.
No, yeah. I mean, I understand why people are excited about him. And you know me, I prefer players that have experience. Yeah, and so I'm probably going to do that again. Put my thumb on it. He's 33. I've obviously advocated for them to just have a handful, just a smidge of guys that have celebrated their 30th birthday, that have been there, done that. There's a dude that's played in, 2 Super Bowls?
2 Super Bowls.
So this guy, he fits exactly the suit of what I'm looking for, and he's productive last year. He had more quick pressures than Rashawn Gary did from the stat I saw. So I would say he is. He was elite once upon a time. I don't know if I'm willing to go great, only because I don't know what he's going to do this year. The concern that Gutey always has, and the reason why I used the line with Strope about, who are you and what have you done with Gutey on our little get-together this morning, is that, he's acquired 2 30-year-old guys now, and he's paid Aaron Banks to the level that he's going to be back in 2027 after he's turned 30. It's almost, I'm not saying that I have this kind of influence on Gutey, but it's almost like when I asked him about the line of demarcation about age 30, he took that. I took that personally, as Jordan would say.
Well, thank you.
He decided to have some guys. So I want to say great, but I'm going to say good until I see more from Hargrave.
All right, 6 more. Devontae Wyatt, good was the overwhelming majority of the voting.
Yeah, he's in the good range. I would argue a little lower on the good range.
Really?
Well, I think again, first-round pick skews our view. He's missed a ton of time.
Yep.
Right? He's been really unlucky with injuries the last 2 years. I have had players in the past tell me that when they were young, they didn't do a good enough job of taking care of their bodies, so it didn't prevent injuries. There's nothing he could have done about the broken leg.
Yeah, that was tough.
Warren Brinson falls on his leg, right? That's unavoidable. But he's still in the good range. But I would say if we did a gradient of color, and the good range was a bright purple to a light lavender, I would say he's down farther toward the lavender.
Wow,
interesting.
What a wonderful description.
Kyle was all in the great category. Zach Tom, 3 had elite, 2 had great. Where do you put Zach Tom when healthy?
Great, but if that's, let's say the great is a green category, it's a really bright Kelly green at the top of it, and he's trending more toward kind of a spring green, sort of a sea foam. Again, just because he's had 2 really crummy years health-wise. Much respect to him. He played through, he was never had the strength that he needed to have in 2024 after tearing his pec. And then he played through the oblique, then he's got a knee, and he's got an ankle. And the dude tried to find a way to play with a torn patellar tendon. I have nothing but respect for him. But again, if we're doing this based on where is he as we go into the 2026 season, he's on the seafoam end of great.
Belton, Banks, and Morgan all ended up with average.
Yeah, sure. I won't even go into the color scheme. I'll just say yes, I would agree.
Sean Ryan, good.
I mean, I think he's capable of being good. Again, 9 starts at center, so he's got a long way to go and a runway to improve. But they, Pro Football Focus, for whatever it's worth, rated 40 centers last season. He was 31st.
31, yep. So this is why we did this exercise. That's 3 from the voting standpoint. If you put Ryan on the fringe of good to average, you have 4 average offensive linemen and a great seafoam green Zach Tom. What does that tell you about their trenches on the O&D line and their ability to be as great as they want to be in the playoffs?
Yeah, it's not great. It's what color was good again? Purple.
Whatever you want it to be.
It's sort of a middling purple. Look, we need to see. There's a bunch of things though that go along. First, let's do the offensive line. Like, I don't have enough evidence to say that Jordan Morgan is going to be a great left tackle or he's going to be a god-awful left tackle or somewhere in between, right? He didn't play well. Ask Bulaga. He did not play well in that Minnesota JV game, and that was against real guys running a real defense, and that's what he's going to see. That wasn't some preseason game where you're playing a guy that's going to be delivering UPS packages. Like, that was legit, and he did not fare well. Now, he walked in and said, I want to be the left tackle from the minute he got there, and he has very rarely gotten the opportunity to play the position that he played his whole life. So I'm going to give him the benefit of the doubt that he can be something more than mid, but he has to prove that. We talked about Sean Ryan and where he's at. I want to believe that Aaron Banks can be a good to bright purple good player, but, I mean, he was on kind of the Chad Clifton practice schedule even after he was deemed healthy. He had back issues, he had a knee issue, he had a groin injury, and he turns 29 on September 3rd. So, the thing that the reason Gutey avoids older players is because of the injury factor and the decrease in productivity. So he's on that kind of precipice, and they've given him $43 million. So I want to believe that he's going to be in the bright good section, but I don't have any evidence of that. And Anthony Belton, now I'll never forget this. David Bakhtiari said this to me after his rookie season. I said, you got to look at it as, you were a rookie left tackle in the NFL as a 4th-round pick. You had a good rookie season. And he said, Jason, I don't want to be, he was good for a rookie. I want to be great. So, and I'll never forget that, because what did he go out and do? He went out and became great. Like, he doesn't blow out his knee when he does and things fall off the table there. He's in really good position for a gold jacket. And instead, I don't know, maybe he'll still get in, I don't know. But point being that when I look at what Belton did as a rookie, it was good for a rookie, but I don't know if it's good enough.
Jason, you mentioned the 30-year-old signings, or going to be 30 in their 10 years with the Green Bay Packers. A shift from Gutey. Maybe it was you prodding Gutey, but what do you attribute this change in Gutey's philosophy to?
Yeah, I definitely don't attribute it to me.
Come on. Maybe, just maybe.
No, I think if I was Strofe, I would take credit for it, because that's kind of how Strofe rolls. Strofe, would you say that's fair?
Wow,
I would say that was a stray for no reason.
Stray.
So I would never say that. But he did get defensive when I said that. There is no line of demarcation.
It's a sensitive off right now.
Yeah, it is. That's a great point. Yes. It's actually a 3-way race between me, Gutey, and Strofe.
Well, you hurt my feelings.
Oh, stop! You were just telling me that you think that I adore you while we were off the air. Jeez, now suddenly I hurt your feelings?
That sounds like Strofe. Strofe is wild.
Crazy.
The stuff Strofe
what
says.
An emotional roller coaster.
Jason, can I tell you?
Use the word adore. Adore.
As a grown man saying that, do you realize Strofe came into our pre-show meeting and he asked everybody, do you love me? Do you love me?
Oh, wait.
Do you love me?
No. Now you should guess, Jason, before you answer my questions. Strofe said to each of us, Brad, I love you. Ben, I love you. Kyle, I love you. How do you think each of us responded? Go one by one.
I can't catch my breath. I'm not going to be able to answer.
This is unfortunately a true story.
It is true.
Why would you do that?
He doesn't have social cues.
Jason, the world needs more love. I tell everybody I love that I love them. And I had told Greg Scalzo that I love him prior to walking into show prep. And he just said, okay. And I thought to myself as I was walking over, well, if I say I love you to each of them, I think I know how each of them will respond. And I was correct. So curious, as you catch your breath and get ready to answer Brad's question, how do you think each of them responded? For reference, I went in this order. I said, hey, Brad, I love you. And then I said, hey, Kyle, I love you. And then I said, hey, Ben, I love you. How do you think they responded?
Oh, man. I don't know them as well as you do. I would say Brad said, well, thanks, Stro. Thank you. I don't think
he said, I love you too.
I said, I love you too, Stro.
Oh, all right. I got to be honest with you. I pulled that punch there. That's what I wanted to say.
You
but
should have went with your gut, Jason.
If you're wrong going the other direction, then you look even worse.
Okay.
I thought this was a safer play. Kind of like when you say, hey, happy birthday. What are you, 26, 27? And then they say they're 32, and you're like, oh, my God, I can't believe you're 32. Kyle gave, I know he's too young for this show, but he gave whatever the younger person's version of Arnold Jackson as played by Gary Coleman. What you talk about, Willis?
Be accurate.
Yeah, kind of not far off.
I did say, what do you want?
And then I'm trying to picture how Ben would respond to that. It is not the same as Brad, that's for sure. I think he just had a blank stare at you.
I was like, yeah, that's great.
Listen, when he walks out, then he says, Kyle, why do you hate me? I'm like, what
That's a half hour later.
Yeah.
He said, Kyle, do you hate me?
Randomly.
Well, how? You guys really make me sound like I'm unstable.
We do?
Your actions speak louder than your words.
I got news for you, bro. I think you make you sound unstable.
Jason Wilde is talking to the heart of the state on the KBN airwaves where the legends debate. A sharp-witted mind with a soul that can feel, keeping the spirit of the gridiron real.
That is
DJ Stro.
I don't think that's the one. Did you do multiples?
I did. I made about 8 versions.
And that wasn't the good one. That sounded like it was like
I thought that
TLC or something.
I thought that one
was it did, yeah. It did feel like that.
That was my favorite one. All right, I just want Jason to tell me he loves me. And then
all right, no, Jason, I'll spare you. It's time for 0 for 72 from Gina because we love her.
All right, I will step gracefully aside and say, Stro, I don't love you. I adore you. All right, guys, take care. Be good.
0 for 72. The back door has been looked at, and I got the renderings, and I'm like, all right, get me the financing because I'm ready to roll with Gina Della, Ross, the whole team at Pella Windows and Doors of Wisconsin.
Yeah, you put a poll up for Gina Della and Pella Windows and Doors of Wisconsin. It's elite, elite, elite. The customer service, the final product, the warranty, and the deal. And that deal is 0% for until 2032. 6 years. Talk about an elite deal. Something you have to jump on ASAP because you know that this does not last very long. Visit Pella Windows and Doors showroom in Brookfield, PellaWI.com, or give them a call today. Pella Windows and Doors of Wisconsin.
Kyle didn't really talk, so I want to hear his reaction to Jason's grade since he had Devontae Wyatt as great and Jason Wilde had Devontae Wyatt as good to average, and a whole lot more to get to as the Badgers have blown an 18-point lead or holding up 1 against Washington in the third round of the Big Ten tournament, which is not even the quarterfinals. Next.
This is Kyle, Brust, and Nortman.
What is used to measure the loudness of sound?
It's a meter.
You're so close. Up to the D.
Decimeters.
On ESPN Wisconsin and the ESPN Wisconsin app.
Well, southbound on 43, going to be a heavy ride coming in from just south of Capitol Drive down through the Marquette. Westbound 94, the ramp to get on to Brewers Boulevard in the stadium is closed right now. All the lanes are blocked with some debris. Not sure what exactly it is. Eastbound 94, a little heavy from just about 76th Street to Hawley Road, and then again from the stadium to 35th. And a little bit of a heavy ride on 41 southbound, heading right past Capitol Drive towards Burleigh. And checking the TMJ for Storm Team forecast tonight. Windy, rainy, snow mix in there later on, a low of 35. And tomorrow, partly cloudy and windy, a high of 44. From the WTMJ Traffic Center, I'm Debbie Lazaga on 94.5 ESPN.
Look, it's Jake from our store in Kenosha.
Hi, Monica. Hi, Sarah. Hi, Rick.
Your email said you had a big surprise.
Look and tell me what you see.
Wow, I see 9 perfect examples of the classic diamond solitaire engagement ring. They're gorgeous.
These rings are exactly what people imagine when they hear the words engagement ring.
Monica, do you think it will always be like that? Ever more.
That long?
And each of these is 3/4 of a carat.
$998.
Unbelievable. So how much do we sell them for?
That is how much we sell them for.
Can we do that?
We're the largest employee-owned jewelry company in America, Rick. We can do anything we want.
But for how long?
Evermore.
People can choose any of the 9 most popular style solitaires, 3/4 of a carat, and each of them was created in the heart of a miniature star.
5 different diamond shapes, 2 colors of gold. Evermore, just $998. Or $1498 with 1 carat diamond center with diamonds on the side.
Learn more at KesslersDiamonds.com.
Ben Brust here for the Princeton Club. If you're looking for your better tomorrow, you know where to go. It's the Princeton Club. If you're looking to grow, it's also the Princeton Club, because they will cheer for you in all areas of your life. The best way to do that is to start a foundation of having a healthy body, and your growth will start from there. With the cleanest health clubs in Wisconsin, they provide everything for you to reach your goals. Start your better tomorrow today and grow in all areas of your life at the Princeton Club. Join for a better tomorrow.
Wisconsin, let's keep this simple. If you've been patiently waiting for Yuengling to finally make its way here, thanks for hanging in there. If you believe a beer tastes even better after shoveling the driveway, mowing the lawn, or putting in an honest day's work, well, you're our kind of people. Wisconsin, it's finally here. Yuengling, oldest brewery in America, family owned and operated for 6 generations, and now officially in Wisconsin. Yuengling, the oldest brewery in America. DT Yuengling & Son, Pottsville, PA. Enjoy responsibly.
Life's better with American Family Insurance, because we know you love working weekends, if it means working on your dream home, both inside and out. And we're here to help protect those dreams so you can enjoy peace of mind. Save up to 40% when you bundle home and auto. American Family Insurance. Get a quote and find an agent at amfam.com.
Products, pricing, and availability vary based on where you purchase insurance and by state. Some exclusions apply. American Family Mutual Insurance Company, SI, and its operating companies, 6000 American Parkway, Madison, Wisconsin.
Fisco is always there for your auto body care. When accidents happen, Fisco Auto Body on Forest Home in Franklin is there when you need them. Got a broken mirror? They'll take care of it. Dented bumper? Scratch paint? Fisco Auto Body will take care of it. If there's any damage you need fixed, Fisco has you covered. Their expert workmanship is guaranteed for the life of your vehicle. So stop in for all of your auto bumps and dings. Once again, you know the line. That's Fisco.
You're listening to Kyle, Brust, and Nortman, KBN, on ESPN Wisconsin, ESPN Milwaukee on YouTube, and the ESPN Wisconsin app.
I have to react to this. Austin Rapp admitted against Illinois when they were up that he tried to foul because he thought it was tied. There is 8 seconds left, about 10 at the time in the Wisconsin Badger game. They're up 1. The Badgers are in the bonus, which means if they were fouled by Washington up 1 with 8 seconds left, 83-82, they would be in the 1-1.
Yep.
Meaning if he misses it, they could go down and make a 2.
Not double bonus yet.
Not double, just 1-1. If he misses the first one, he could have taken it with 12 seconds on the baseline, dunked it, wide open, nowhere near him.
He didn't know. That kid didn't know. He barely
he
played.
was hesitant.
That was Billy Auskus.
He plays a ton.
Biliowski's
He's a starter.
Yes, he's a starter. He plays a ton. You take the 2, you go up 3 points, and you're automatically at worst going to overtime. Now, bad stuff can happen as they, goodness gracious, that time and score.
Can't have it.
You can't have that. Time and score.
When he caught it, he looked like he didn't know what to do. March, man. It's March. March mode.
They were up 18, and they're up 1 with 8 seconds left to a team that they beat by 20 on the road in Washington, who's 16-16 on the year. The Badgers are in the tournament.
Who got fouled? Rhodey?
I had to turn away. I couldn't watch after he didn't dunk it.
Yeah,
Rhodey was
What
fouled.
would Bo do in a situation like that? Would he go nuclear?
Lose his mind.
You wouldn't play the rest of your career if you lost this game.
Gosh.
Because nobody.
Oh, and Rhodey hasn't scored a damn point all game. Hasn't shot a free throw. Oh no.
We can't do play-by-play.
I know, but
of live.
We
but
need
like
we
now,
gotta make this free throw.
now I'm invested because that time and score drives me nuts.
About 15 real minutes ago, I was already counting a victory. I said, bring on Illinois.
I stopped watching.
There's been so many of these moments in conference tournament week where it's like a team's up by 20 and then they blow the lead in the second half. I feel like this happened 20 times this week.
This won't be a good look.
No. So if this one doesn't go, okay, all right.
Ooh, that was money.
Yeah.
Cold-blooded. 0 points going to the line in a 1-point game after blowing 18 points is not a fun free throw.
That is it's nice to hit that first
now,
one,
if he makes this one, Biliowskis is completely okay. Hit both. All right. So it would have been the same result right now, up 3 with 8 seconds left. Thank God for that young Lithuanian who would have had his ass chewed out.
Lithuanian. There you go.
Ben Brust, Kyle Wallace, Brad Nortman.
Stressful. Man, March is so great. It really is. I'm not a huge...
Yo, this is crazy.
It's stressful.
Strofe, you got to stop doing stupid stuff. Brust criticizing a D1 player when he can't even lift a basketball is peak Milwaukee sports talk radio. He thinks I didn't lift 95 pounds. I played the Final Four. I set the all-time three-point record at Wisconsin, you
I told you,
dumbass on the YouTube.
Strofe
messed it all up for all
He
of
messed it
us.
up for everybody.
I'm taking strays like I don't know what's going on in a basketball game.
Now we weak now.
That's crazy.
Thanks, Strofe. You're attached to us now.
Oh, that's crazy.
Well, at least
Strofe needs to go to the Princeton Club and unembarrass himself so I don't have to catch strays anymore for his weaklingness.
Strofe is defending you.
I don't need him to defend me. I need him to get stronger. Working on it. Growth is part of 2026. That means going to the Princeton Club, where they provide everything you need to be successful, no matter what your goals are, small or large. You will have a foundation of a healthy body, and when you have that healthy body, you can grow from there. Free childcare, the membership, clean health clubs, everything you need to be successful. And the Badgers will escape into the quarterfinals. Princeton Club joined for a better tomorrow. We wrap up the ESPN Wisconsin portion. That was...
They got a good shot off, too.
Close. That was close.
Surprised they didn't foul. Survive in advance! Next.
This is Kyle Brust Nortman.
He is now off his rocker saying it. Well, if I played...
Choke artist. Choke artist, choke artist, choke artist. That's what you both are. Yeah, I said it. You both are choke artists.
Losers, choke artists.
That's what you are. You
frauds,
choked against
what else are
TCU.
we?
You choked against Oregon. You choked against Kentucky. Y'all choked against Duke. I can keep going.
On ESPN Wisconsin and the ESPN Wisconsin app.
March is here and the biggest college basketball tournament is just around the corner. Join Kyle Brust Nortman live from Kips Inn on Wednesday, March 18th from 2 to 5 p.m. as we tip off the tournament with our friends from Screamin' Sicilian Pizza. Whether you're just finalizing your bracket, talking matchups, or just getting ready for the action ahead, come hang out with the KBN crew and enjoy fresh Screamin' Sicilian Pizza while it lasts. Lock in your bracket picks and set up for every big moment. The road to a national championship starts at Kips Inn with Screamin' Sicilian. We'll see you there.
Watch the Bucks for free with select games on broadcast TV all season long. WMLW is the broadcast home of the Milwaukee Bucks. With 8 select games you can watch for free on broadcast channel 49.1. Check out the full schedule at WMLW.com. Our next game is against Tyler Hero and the Heat in Miami. Tonight at 6 on WMLW-BM.
Good Karma Brands is proud to be an equal opportunity employer, providing equal employment, development, and advancement opportunities to all teammates and applicants. To learn more about careers with us, please send an email to talentacquisition@goodkarmabrands.com. That's talentacquisition@goodkarmabrands.com.
The Greater Milwaukee Golf Show, presented by Old Fashioned Golf, is back at the Mosh Performance Center in Franklin, March 13th through the 15th. The show has been reimagined with a simple goal: turn it into Wisconsin's ultimate golf party. That's why Vibes Golf Club, a group of golf-loving former Badger football players, including Melvin Gordon, will be at the show all 3 days. Plus, Bridgestone will be doing some ball fittings, and Carl's Place will be powering Simulator Alley. To learn more, log on to GreaterMilwaukeeGolfShow.com.
This is Coach Greg Gard. Strong teams succeed with the right partners. Bank CMG works closely with Wisconsin business owners, offering local insight, modern tools, and honest guidance you can trust. They take the time to understand your goals and help you build something sustainable. Whether you're managing cash flow, planning for growth, or navigating change, having the right banking partner matters. When your business matters, your bank should too. BankCMG.com.
At Saturn Lounge, we know if your marketing actually worked, you would know. Your website would perform. Your storytelling would inspire. Your campaigns would deliver leads that become sales. You wouldn't need a report to tell you. Visit SaturnLounge.com today. When marketing works, it shows.
Spring is here, and living with your old, drafty, foggy, dirty, hard-to-open, bad windows is no longer an option. You deserve better windows and doors. At Siding Unlimited, we install top-of-the-line wood, vinyl, and fiberglass windows with options to fit your style, color, and design choices. Built for energy efficiency, installed by our professional craftsmen at Siding Unlimited. Siding Unlimited. Experience, integrity, craftsmanship. Visit sidingunlimited.com today.
Let's celebrate Milwaukee. Ewald Automotive Group's 62-year anniversary sale is on. This month, we're celebrating with anniversary savings on over 1,400 cars, trucks, and SUVs. Payments as low as $250 a month. Financing as low as 0%. Plus, 2 years of included maintenance on us. The Ewald Automotive Group's 62-year anniversary sales event. This month only at every Ewald location.
Go to EwaldAuto.com.
Select models with approved credit. See dealer for details. Expires month end.
Call Gruber Law Offices. One call, that's all.
You're listening to Kyle, Brust, and Nortman on ESPN Wisconsin and the ESPN Wisconsin app.
Got my login, saw my principal balance, can't wait to pay that down and pay less interest with this all-in-one loan with Bank CMG. They have banking for you with local branches with great community local investments into your area. So when you see it, just know Bank CMG is investing in your community and providing all the tools in the financial world for you to be successful. So I am so pumped that it's officially moved from closing time on the refinance to getting the all-in-one loan to paying down principal faster and not spending all that money on interest like a traditional loan charges you on the front end of 30 years. Hear Greg Gard talk about them. I talk about them. Visit bankcmg.com. Stop by a local branch and tell them we sent you. You're going to love it. bankcmg.com. Kyle, Brust, and Nortman across ESPN Wisconsin. Wisconsin Badgers way too close, but they defeat Washington. It is Stro. You said it to the break. Go into the break. What'd you say?
Survive in advance.
They take on Illinois tomorrow.
I apologize. I'm very far away from the microphone. Survive in advance.
Yes.
Oh, wow. Blackwell career high is only 34.
Yeah, again, this is where it pays to have Boyd and Blackwell.
Pays? What do you mean pay? What you paid for? That's what you mean. They paid for this.
They sure as hell did, Kyle. They sure as hell did. Oh, that's so crazy. Like, to think about for real.
Yeah, no, for real. That man,
like,
he
for
got paid.
real.
He got paid.
We didn't pay you to lose to Washington.
No, hell no.
34? He should have 40. You see what Bam did?
Matter of fact,
We're paying you this?
How often do you think about the fact you couldn't get paid?
I don't.
You think about it a lot.
Because Jordan Taylor is on the broadcast right now, also former Badger.
Poor
He's
guy.
got to
He got paid,
interview
too.
this guy who's making financial laps around him.
Not necessarily Jordan's career earnings,
But
even
what he
right,
could,
but he had to
what
play.
he could have made at
How
Wisconsin.
many
for
the same
sure,
way for
no
you.
doubt,
Because you're getting such a head start.
no doubt. It sucks, Brad. I don't know what you want me to say. I know what the Badgers getting paid. It kills me.
You think he'd be like a crypto?
I could have
bro?
played no defense, shot a bunch of threes for Greg Gard, and had a hell of a time collecting cash.
I think you'd be a crypto bro now instead of a radio host.
That sounds
Crypto
horrible.
bro.
What would you have done with your money?
You got to think it was 2014, Ben. Bitcoin was just getting going.
Were you ready for that kind of money?
Hell no, but I still would have liked it if I deserved it.
Would you have it now? Well, you would have invested.
no.
Oh, you would have invested.
You
some.
would have had some.
Guys, you don't understand.
You would have had some.
You don't understand how much I grew as a person from age 22 to 27.
If you got $1 million from playing for the Wisconsin Badgers.
The only thing that could have happened was the best thing would have happened is if somebody made me hire an agent that came with a financial advisor.
And they would have like basically said,
Made
you will not
have
get
to
this
do
money.
this. If they said you have to, otherwise the local tribes would have been getting really rich off Ben Brust.
Oh, you could have got rich off the local tribes.
Huh?
You could have got rich off the local tribes.
That's true. You could have hit a jackpot.
Still haven't done
Doubled
that.
it.
Still haven't done that. No, but again, like I don't think about it, and then someone will ask me, and like when they ask me, I try and act like I'm cool about it. I ain't cool about it.
Yeah, that's tough.
And then there was a NIL payback.
Did that
to
go out yet?
2016?
When
So
did
that
that
must have
money
went to
be-
your years, right? No.
2010 to 2014. Even the year after me, where they went to the national championship game after our Final Four, like the Frank Kaminsky's, the Sam Deckers, the Josh Gossers, the Trey Jacksons, zilch.
That's tough to swallow.
When is that?
Zilch.
When is
That's
that
tough.
coming out? I got some family members that getting the kickback. I need to know.
1 million is thin. I ain't even what the lot more.
Oh, man.
That's crazy.
That is crazy.
You would have been a wealthy man. But you
No,
wouldn't be who
I
you
would
were
have been
today.
wealthy for a year.
Yeah, that's true. These kids run through it.
Yeah, I mean, look, there's
jewelry.
I saw the cars they were driving
Yes.
around.
Yes, they burn through it. Imagine
The cars.
Because half of it gets taxed, roughly speaking.
But here's the thing, is that it doesn't get taxed right away. I believe you have to pay the taxes on the back end because I do know.
No.
that. I do
I
believe.
guess there's no probably withholding like they do from our like paychecks, for instance.
So you have to plan on paying taxes. That's what I was
Oh,
told.
that's bad news.
Is that they have to pay? But some
That's
of
good
these
for
schools,
nobody.
But some of these schools actually tell the kids, hey, when you get this money, save this amount because you'll have to pay taxes.
Wow.
Otherwise, they're gonna get hit with a 1099 and it's gonna be
steep.
I owe what to who?
Yeah.
What's the IRS?
Yeah,
Who's
who's
that?
that?
You think 19 to 22 year olds are used to IRS saying, "Hey, we're knocking on your door. We're gonna seize your bank account."
Keep in mind, this is the same guy that learned 2 years ago you didn't have to file taxes on tax day.
It's so crazy.
It's the same guy we're talking
Dude,
about.
I filed my tax. I'm finalizing my taxes with like a real tax firm next Tuesday. This is
Next
huge
for you. That's a big step.
That's a month early.
That's a huge step for me.
That is huge. I need to get mine under
Yeah.
control here.
I already spent my tax return.
So what'd you? Oh, the ring.
Yeah.
At least it went to good use.
Yeah.
I did.
Well, it's going to be an expensive investment. Not just the ring, but, your life and the kids.
I don't think, Stro, something that they don't tell you when you get engaged is that your life isn't over because you're starting a new journey, but spending for yourself is over.
Oh yeah, the burden will only increase.
Well,
The good news is I don't really spend much on
But
myself.
no, but the
I don't
difference
buy
for
clothes.
No, but hear me out. Brad, y'all took a little bit of a break. Y'all got married, y'all enjoyed life, you traveled, you played sports.
great.
You didn't have kids right away. See, I don't have the luxury of doing that, and Strofe doesn't have the luxury of kind of just chilling out because I believe they're going to try to have kids within 2 years after getting married.
Oh wow!
And so what?
Who told you that?
That's not part of the plan?
Were you in the life meeting between Alex
hanging
Strofe
out
and
with
his,
my
and his
Does Strofe
fiance?
have kids before or after 30? Because you're just turned 27.
Before.
Right?
I'll be 28 and like a half when I get married.
Oh, will it be before?
That's going to be really close.
It's going to be before 30. I
It's
think.
going to be close.
I think it's going to be before 30.
Damn! I scored 29 against Minnesota in the Big Ten tournament. They left me off.
Oh, yeah. Rob Wilson scored
No
30.
respect.
Really?
No respect.
But yeah, Stro. Anyways, what's going to happen is that you're going to get you buy the ring, you spend a lot of money.
Yeah.
You get ready for the wedding, you spend a lot of money.
Yeah.
Wedding band.
I'm learning.
But then after the wedding, guess what happens after that? Oh, if you think about wanting to start in a family, guess what? Oh, now you got these kids for the next 18 years that's going to be asking you and need all these different things.
I would prefer if you stopped talking.
So I'm just saying.
Are you getting a little anxious back there?
Well, we've been going on these venue tours and stuff as we start planning for this.
So fun.
Yeah, it's a total blast.
They're expensive, aren't they? That food and beverage, that F&B.
Everything's expensive.
Yeah, are you going to still have an open bar or no?
But take out a personal loan.
Oh, please don't do that.
I'm joking.
Are you going to be knocking on the Nortman estate?
I might be. We might be having the party in the backyard.
Are you guys going to have an open bar?
We could accommodate.
I don't know yet.
Bro, it's really expensive.
I wish I could not do the open bar. It would change my life.
You're doing the open bar?
I have no choice.
What do you mean you have no choice? You could do beer and wine. That's normal.
Nah. Not the way my family, not my bougie ass family.
They paying
You're
for
doing open bar the whole night?
We're only shutting it down for an hour.
We only shut it down for 1 hour.
We're having wine.
Are you sure you shut it down?
Yeah, I don't recall you guys shutting it down.
I don't think you shut it down.
We shut it down for an hour.
I remember shutting it down. I remember you guys.
Yeah, I think on the way from the
it's shutting down normal because we shutting it down, but we giving people some of that family wine. Because the family wine, they still charge for corks.
What did you... buddy, I was drinking...
I know we shut it down, but hey, if they didn't shut it down, then good on you guys, man.
I don't think they shut it down.
Well, based off the way that you had your shirt untucked, your eyes were looking at different sides of your face. One was looking left, one was looking right. And you definitely had the open bar the whole night.
I'm aware. I was there.
What do I got coming up next year? We'll find out in 2 minutes.
It's been one of those days.
The glue who gives the show its stands. From 2 to 5, we keep it alive. Opinions clash, but the vibe will thrive. Sports and
We do have delays as per normal. We've got southbound 43 backing up from Capitol Drive down past Fond du Lac Avenue. Southbound 41 is going to be heavy from Silver Spring down towards Burleigh. Eastbound 94 slowing from 76th Street through the Stadium interchange to 35th. The westbound side from 27th Street to Mitchell Boulevard. Now we've got some delays on the bypass starting at about Oklahoma Avenue down through the Hale interchange and swinging eastbound to Forest Home. And checking the TMJ Forest Storm Team forecast. High wind warning from 4 a.m. to 4 p.m. tomorrow for all of southeast Wisconsin. Windy, rainy, and some snow showers included in this, a low of 34. Tomorrow, partly cloudy, very windy, chance for snow showers, a high of 44. From the WTMJ Traffic Center, I'm Debbie Lazaga on 94.5 ESPN.
Look, it's Jake from our store in Kenosha.
Hi, Monica. Hi, Sarah. Hi, Rick.
Your email said you had a big surprise.
Look and tell me what you see.
Wow, I see 9 perfect examples of the classic diamond solitaire engagement ring. They're gorgeous.
These rings are exactly what people imagine when they hear the words engagement ring.
Monica, do you think it will always be like that? Ever more.
That long?
And each of these is 3/4 of a carat.
$998.
Unbelievable. So how much do we sell them for?
That is how much we sell them for.
Can we do that?
We're the largest employee-owned jewelry company in America, Rick. We can do anything we want.
But for how long?
Evermore.
People can choose any of the 9 most popular style solitaires, 3/4 of a carat, and each of them was created in the heart of a miniature star.
5 different diamond shapes, 2 colors of gold. Evermore. Just $998. Or $1498 with 1 carat diamond center with diamonds on the side.
Learn more at KesslersDiamonds.com.
We are the home of green and gold off-season coverage. 94.5 ESPN, WKTI, and WKTI HD Milwaukee. A locally owned Good Karma brand station. Broadcasting live from the Gruber Law Office's One Call That's All studio at the Avenue in downtown Milwaukee. This is Kyle Brust Nortman, KBN on 94.5 ESPN. The ESPN Wisconsin app, and streaming live at ESPN Milwaukee on YouTube. The 414 Hour on KBN is brought to you by Siding Unlimited. Siding Unlimited is Wisconsin's leader in Pella window installation. Looking for new windows, siding, roof, and doors? Visit them at sidingunlimited.com.
Hey.
It's the 414 Hour at 4 on KBN.
414.
Yeah.
4-1-4.
We good.
4-1-4.
With the Gray.
4-1-4.
Digger.
4-1-4.
Devontae.
4-1-4.
White.
4-1-4.
Micah.
4-1-4.
Parsons.
4-1-4.
We party.
4-1-4.
We party. We
Lucas.
No, we ain't going that far now.
4-1-4.
I stopped where I stopped for a reason.
My job in the 4-1-4 is to derail.
Oh, wow.
Ben Brust, Kyle Wallace, Brad Nortman, Alex Stro running the show. UKBN Nation at 800-990-3776 or YouTube, where I got Nathan on my ass over here.
Yeah,
kind of respect it.
Yeah, Nathan on business.
He had a funny one in there, so I was like, I like it.
We all had
I like
to
the kid.
Google RPC. What was it? What did he call you?
I don't know. He called me an acronym that clearly is Gen Z that I did not know.
NPC.
We was like, what is that?
Now, with the addition of the Gravedigger, not Gilbert Brown.
I'm reading.
He's kind of funny.
In NIL era, Brust would have to pay Wisconsin.
that was funny.
It was funny. Not true, but funny.
Yeah, funny. Gravedigger Javon Hargrave.
Oh, what?
Kyle, come on, man.
So he trying to go at you. Brush, your career field goal percentage is 45%, and you're talking smack. How did you see that? Ben was really good at basketball, so hearing this guy drag you is kind of funny.
I was laughing at it. You're just 8 hours behind like you always are. They signed you guys are killing me today.
Speaking about derailing.
You guys are killing me.
I'm not doing anything. Packers running back Emmanuel Wilson has signed a 1-year deal with the Seattle Seahawks.
All right, good luck to him out there.
Good luck.
Yeah.
All right.
Replace
Brad Nortman. You played in the NFL. You were a punt. No, I ain't doing that. You punted for the Carolina Panthers and the Jacksonville Jaguars. You played an AFC Championship game. You played in a Super Bowl. Our guy Nathan on the YouTube we referenced said punters aren't worth anything.
Yeah, he
in
came
their
for me
opinions.
too.
He came for you too?
He came for me too.
I like Nathan.
So,
Don't come for me.
With that being said, what do veterans like Zaire Franklin and Javon Hargrave do to what was the youngest roster in the NFL the last 3 years?
Yeah, veterans play a critical role. I think the Green Bay Packers youth, which is most of the team, I think they're going to be really refreshed with some veteran presence in the locker room, something they haven't experienced yet, which is kind of crazy for me to think about because every team that I was on had really, really good veterans. And I would say most guys that get to veteran status, not all, but most that get to veteran status, they're doing things the right way. They're well liked in the league. And they realize that they're kind of entering a different part of their career where they can impart a little bit of wisdom, a little bit of maturity. I have found that it's very refreshing to have really good veterans in the locker room. They're almost like really great older brothers. That's what I would call veterans. They're like great older brothers. They're helpful. They have families. They're mature. They're steady. You can't have a lot. I mean, we just talked about the craziness of NIL and these young kids, all that kind of stuff. Imagine a locker room full of only young guys, right? That's just too much ignorance and too much immaturity in one room, and we've seen that come to fruition on the playoffs.
Could you imagine if all four of us were Alex Strofe, like age?
Yeah, you need some vets. If you're all Alex, and Alex Strofe is old for the NFL, or at least getting old. Imagine all Alex Strofes 3 years ago. Now that is
Brad was my age when the NFL retired him.
Isn't that crazy?
Why are you taking shots at me?
Because he was still 10x more mature than you.
He really was.
Back then.
Well, yeah, if you're mature, you're boring.
Wow. Oh, wow. That's your guy.
I love Brad.
No, he just literally.
Am I mature?
Yeah, you're boring.
Oh,
the only person that showed you love,
man,
you're
I said
taking
I
out.
loved you. I said I loved you.
I love you
That's
too.
not
This
love.
is a lack of maturity.
That's
right
not
there.
love right
He
there.
can't take criticism.
I'm sorry that you are so Gen Z coded that you can't take a little criticism.
Gen Z coded?
I don't even know what that means.
I don't even know what that means either.
Can you just play the clip I want you to play? We don't know if this is his son, nephew, cousin, or whatever, but a young kid connected to Javon Hargrave. We don't know who, but this is cool. This is fun stuff.
Atlanta Falcons?
No.
Then what is it?
Cheesehead.
A Green Bay Packer?
Yes.
Let's go! Woo!
That is such a great video.
He said he needed this, and I said, kid, me too. Me too. I needed your uncle, your daddy, your cousin, whatever the hell he is to you, or maybe best favorite NFL player. I needed
Godfather. We don't know what Javon Hargrave is to you. Clearly, he's somebody important.
He is somebody important, and I feel the same way. Is that the Green Bay Packers needed this, not just from, as Brad said, the presence on the football field of being good, but also the presence in the locker room. The Green Bay Packers needed some maturity because when you constantly are the youngest team in the NFL, that means you're depending on young guys who are still trying to find their way. And based off of Gutey, he hasn't signed a whole bunch of his own guys in the last couple seasons, so you don't have guys who are 28, 29, 30 who have seen anything. And based off this Packers roster, most of these guys haven't played in an NFC Championship game.
And there's something to be said when a guy with the stature and what he's been able to accomplish in the NFL, when he comes in to the locker room, especially with this young D-line, if we're hoping that LVN and Barron Sorrell and Nazir Stackhouse, all these guys can take the steps, he's going to be critical. I mean, I remember with my time in the NFL, some of my favorite veterans, Peanut Tillman, and I grew up a Packer fan, and I still was like, oh man, Peanut Tillman, the year he showed up, wouldn't you know it, that he was teaching everybody the peanut punch. I remember on the practice field.
You watched him teach the cornerbacks how to do his patented move.
Yes, I remember him teaching people how to punch, what to look for, what angles to punch at, when to do it, when not to do it. And what do you know? That very same year, we led the NFL in turnover margins, fumbles, and interceptions. And he was just a great dude to be around. I remember one of my favorite guys, Ted Ginn. So how would this help Brad Nortman, right? Ted Ginn, we signed him as a veteran when I played on the Panthers.
Punt returner.
He was a punt returner, and we also used him as a good receiver. He sort of had a renaissance as a wide receiver with our offense. And he would tell me, I love when I get this kind of punt from the punter. I hate when I get this kind of punt. Like all these kind of things that were ins and outs that I never really thought of before. And honestly, too, from like a storytelling standpoint, I mean, Ted Ginn is telling me about in 2007 when the Dolphins went to London and he's doing this, he's doing that. Veterans are captivating, especially when you're a young mind and a young body in the NFL. You want to hear these stories. You grew up listening to these guys. You grew up idolizing these guys. Actually, an interesting story. So, I just got into the
man, Brad's story time. He's cooking.
I got in the Brookfield Central Hall of Fame, right? Cool. I was number 31 in high school, right? Junior and senior year, because I wanted to play linebacker. Linebacker is my favorite position. Got some nibbles at playing at the next level, but it was punting that was my future. I chose 31 because the best linebacker in college football at the time was a Penn State linebacker by the name of Paul Posluszny.
Oh, yeah.
He wore 31. He won best linebacker. I loved the way he played. I was like, man, if I play like that guy, that's how I know I'm doing it right. You fast forward 10 years, he's my teammate in Jacksonville. And when guys see him do anything, how he keeps his locker, how he watches film, how he works out, what he eats in the training room. I mean, you see a guy next level dedication. So there is a trickle down, so to speak, of when veterans are in there, guys you've looked up to. There are some D linemen. There are some players on this Packer team that probably were in college, maybe even high school, when Javon Hargrave was a stud playing in the Super Bowl for the Philadelphia Eagles. Like, that is how impactful it is. So they're going to listen. They're going to receive it differently. And veterans, and this is one that maybe among my favorite stories. When veterans speak confidence into you, it's just different. It's different than a coach. It's different than anyone else. My rookie year, I was going through some ups and downs. I did not have a very good rookie year as a punter. They stuck with me, which I'm thankful for. But there was a moment that it was a unique moment that I had with Greg Olsen. Greg Olsen, now, he was a great tight end, and now he's obviously calling games. Not to get visual, but we were in the shower, and we were talking. And he was
That's
just like...
normal.
Yeah, I mean, it's... Those who are maybe not be used to locker room situations, Ben thinks it's normal, which is great.
It is. I have told you.
We were in the. We ain't got to hear about.
No. Hang on.
Okay?
Frank Kaminsky, Josh Gosler, myself, and Dan Fahey were there for Frank Kaminsky's Hall of Fame thing, and we still can't get over how they have single stall showers. We became a close team. Showering, having fun, cracking jokes, it's
bonding. It's team bonding. And I remember it was only Greg and I in the shower at the time. And I was going through some ups and downs, and he said to me, he'd already been like a Pro Bowl type tight end at that point. And he said to me, I have seen a lot of punters in my time in the NFL, and you got it. I want you to be fearless. I want you to just let it rip and just sort of like breathing confidence, because it's like you belong here. I'll never forget that. And there was a turning point. And even a couple of years later, when I had some of my best years, he'd always pull me aside and say, you can attribute your success to me in the shower. That moment we had together, he always wanted a little bit of credit for that pep talk that he gave me. But it meant a lot to me, because he's like, I've been here in a long time in the league. I've seen a lot of punters. You're good or just as good as any of them. So be confident and let it rip. So like moments like that if I heard that from a coach, I'd say, okay, coach, hearing it from Greg Olson, it's different. So this is all to say, when you've got a guy like Zaire Franklin, you've got a guy like Javon Hargrave, maybe even they acquire a couple other ones, it'll soon be Jordan Love. Jordan Love will soon be that guy where it's like, oh, when Jordan says something that means it, it's refreshing. It brings confidence into you. You can learn something like how Peanut Tillman taught everyone how to do the peanut punch, and then we led the NFL in turnovers and fumbles. It is so critical. I think that this will be the first of many veterans Gutey will sign because I think he'll see the impact on the team and he'll say, you know what? I do finally see why this is so important to have as the fabric of our locker room.
And that is something that I love to hear that story because hopefully that is the same experience a lot of these young guys that we have that we talked about. The Packers had basically 4 rookie defensive linemen that got 3 or 4 got snaps last year, which is important for their development. And when you look at Javon Hargrave, something that he's known to have a great work ethic, right? And that's something that's so important because when other people see you working hard like that, they can follow behind you. He's a competitive guy as well, and he's found success. And so if the Green Bay Packers are going to have a lot of these guys arrive and emerge, it's great to have a leader like this who can be a bridge for them at Hargrave. So I'm really excited about what he can bring on the field and off the field, but that competitive nature, playing in the Super Bowl, that experience, and then just teaching and maybe breathing confidence into other guys, that can pay dividends for this roster moving forward.
Like think about even like the guys they drafted last year on the D-line. It's one thing to receive coaching from DeMarcus Covington. Is he still the D-line coach?
He ended up staying, I believe.
Okay.
Yes, didn't he?
It's one thing receiving a level of coaching from him.
I thought he ended up staying.
Whoever it is. It's another thing hearing it and seeing it from Hargrave. That will be a different experience for these guys. So I'm excited to see what the impact of it will be. And I think this will be the first of many veteran signings for Brian Gutekunst.
He is still there. Jonathan Gannon keeping him on. Yes, Strofe.
Hey, so Brad mentioned he's getting inducted into his high school's Hall of Fame. And so I went over to his Wikipedia page. Cool. You have a Wikipedia page.
Cool.
That's how you know you're famous. And
True.
I added something on your Wikipedia page, which was last edited the day you were told you're getting inducted into your high school's Hall of Fame. But nobody wrote that you're getting inducted into your high school's Hall of Fame. So I just added to early life, the early life section of your Wikipedia page. On February 13th, 2026, Nortman was announced as the first inductee into Brookfield Central's Athletic Hall of Fame for 2026.
Oh, look at you. Amazing. Thanks for adding that.
I love Wikipedia.
It's crazy that someone like Alex Strofe can just add
source
something
it
to my page.
Yeah.
What would you use as the source material?
I had to. I couldn't use Twitter. Twitter's not a reliable source, apparently, according to Wikipedia, which also isn't a reliable source. But that's neither here nor there. I added the event link where you can buy tickets.
Ah, very good. Very good.
I just got to let you know, though, since I'm saving up for a wedding, I don't know if I can swing the $106 banquet ticket.
Yeah, no pressure to attend. It's I guess they're trying to make it pretty swanky, pretty high end.
What are you wearing? Have you thought about it yet?
When Frank went into the Hall of Fame, he got us all tickets. He paid for all this, all that. You got to pay for us to come.
Yeah.
Who was paying for you?
Frank.
Yeah, Frank had a different career trajectory.
What Brad made in a career, Frank made in a season.
No.
Yeah.
Frank's biggest contract didn't give him?
No. Absolutely not.
As a rookie, didn't he?
He was 4 for 8.5 or 4 for 10.
Frank Kaminsky's career earnings, $22.7 million.
Yeah, but that's over 9 years, I think.
It is over 9 seasons. You know all his business.
Brad Nortman. Can I say this, or do you not want me to say this? It is on the internet, after all. Brad Nortman career earnings. I can't find the total. Oh, here it is.
It's like 6.
8.3.
8.3?
Brad's like, that's news to me.
It says 8,337,360.
On what website?
I'm on Spotrac. You made 468 your rookie year. Oh, no, you made that twice. So 937 your rookie year. Your second year, you made 1.4.
No, this is all
cumulative. Wrong. Okay, you made.
I think I made like 6.5.
In 2018, did you get paid still, even though you didn't play?
I got there was like a bonus.
250?
Yeah.
Damn, that's 250 for not playing. What is that?
It's like one of those bonuses that trigger at certain dates.
I see those all the time.
Come on.
What government bill passed for that?
It's all negotiated, Kyle.
So wait, you weren't on the roster though, were you?
I was at the time of the payment.
Oh, and it triggered, so you got 250.
Yeah, they released me after the draft.
Oh,
it's like one of those like league year.
So you got $650,000 in roster bonuses for 2 years in Jacksonville?
Yeah. Well, the 650.
Your signing bonus is not even allowed anymore, I don't think. How little they gave you for your rookie deal.
Well,
Yeah, that
the
was
cap
crazy.
went up.
They only gave him $157,000. He was a draft pick. That was a signing.
No, I got less than that for my draft. I got 78,000.
That's it?
Well, it tells me 157.
That's inaccurate.
Oh, I see why you had Lexi
I'm
driving
a trust
that
boat
car.
track.
Only $78,000 a sign?
$78,000.
As a
No,
six-round
it's like
pick?
49 after
Okay,
taxes.
yeah, it says 78, but it gives it to you twice for some reason. Did you have 2 signing bonuses?
No, just one.
Uh-oh.
I remember, so the Panthers gave us paper checks for our signing bonuses, and so they gave Luke Kuechly's, it was like $8 million. I was like, damn!
After taxes?
After taxes.
Oh, after taxes?
I think so. We had to like go to the bank branch in Charlotte, and they had to like do a whole deal.
Background check.
Yeah, to be like, can we receive this? It's crazy.
Strofe, hopefully you
Anyway.
receive something like that as you continue to get married and pay for weddings and have kids. You need the money.
Yeah, my professional athletic career is still on the horizon, but the good news is I'm working with the best team in jewelry. For nearly 80 years, Robert Hack Diamonds, with 3 locations in the Milwaukee area, has been serving not only Milwaukee, but the entire state of Wisconsin, because they are the most trusted name in diamonds in the state of Wisconsin. That's why I went to them. Lab-grown or natural, your options are aplenty if you're looking to take that next step. I knew I got one thing right, and that was the girl. I needed to get the ring right, so I went to Robert Hack Diamonds in Greenfield. They've also got 2 locations in the aforementioned Brookfield, one on the north side, one on the south side. They are the best in the business. You can visit them in Greenfield or in Brookfield or online, roberthackdiamonds.com. That's Robert Hack, H-A-A-C-K, diamonds.com. And just like me, after you get that yes, that moment you've always been waiting for, there's only one thing you're going to yell, and it's, Hack yeah! Thanks to Robert Hack Diamonds.
800-990-3776 is the Carbless Talking text line. Should Brad Nortman pay $106 for Kyle, Strofe, and Ben to attend the Brookfield Central Hall of Fame? Give us your opinions next.
This is Kyle, Brust, and Nortman.
What do you have on her?
What do you mean?
No one can willingly love you like she does.
You know,
On ESPN Wisconsin and the ESPN Wisconsin app.
Southbound 41 going to be heavy from Silver Spring all the way down past Capitol Drive. More delays from the Zoo interchange down towards Lincoln and back on the brakes from Beloit Road down and around the Hale interchange to Forest Home. Eastbound 94, watch for backups from 84th Street all the way through the stadium to 35th. And westbound's going to be slow from 27th Street to Mitchell Boulevard. And checking the TMJ4 Storm Team forecast, a high wind warning from 4 a.m. to 4 p.m. tomorrow for all of southeast Wisconsin. Otherwise tonight, windy with rain-snow mix, likely up to about an inch, a low of 34. Tomorrow, partly cloudy, very windy, chance for snow showers, a high of 44. From the WTMJ Traffic Center, I'm Debbie Lazaga on 94.5 ESPN.
On this show, it's always football season.
I'm not overly concerned because it seems as if Green Bay's not overly concerned.
Wilde and Tausch, presented by Pella Windows and Doors of Wisconsin.
Everybody over there feels like this team was there. We got short-circuited with injuries. We have the right staff, we have the right people, and we have the right players. We just need to stay healthy, and we'll be champions.
Weekdays from 9 to noon on 94.5 ESPN, ESPN Milwaukee's YouTube channel, and the ESPN Wisconsin app.
James Imaging Systems, a 100% Wisconsin-owned and managed business technology company. James' client, Amy Simonson, IT administrator with Professional Services Group.
We have several locations throughout southeastern Wisconsin. Having them all under one company has been very helpful.
Big or small, one location or several, James Imaging Systems is your one-stop business technology resource.
And they are on top of everything. When we have a problem, it's answered right away.
James Imaging Systems, IT-driven workflow automation, security enhancements, digital transformation, and unrivaled local service and support.
And they're always looking for what else can we do? What else do you need? So they want our company to succeed as well as their own.
Let James Imaging Systems help your business succeed. Call 262-781-7700 or visit jamesimaging.com. James Imaging Systems, your local business technology partner.
UW Credit Union presents the Student Athlete of the Week, supporting local student athletes as they grow on the field, in the classroom, and in the community. UW Credit Union is here for every you. Learn more at uwcu.org.
With your UW Credit Union Student Athlete of the Week, I'm Will Summers. This week's UW Credit Union Student Athlete of the Week is Viroqua sophomore Elias Schwem. Schwem delivered a dominant postseason performance, pouring in 37 points, grabbing 14 rebounds, and adding 5 assists in Viroqua's 68-63 regional semifinal win over West Salem, the program's first regional semifinal victory since 2000. Earlier this season, she surpassed the 1,000-point career milestone as just a sophomore and is averaging 23 points per game, helping lead Viroqua to a 16-9 record. A standout three-sport athlete who also competes in cross-country and track and field, Schwem continues to make her mark across every season. Congratulations to Elias Schwem, your UW Credit Union Student Athlete of the Week.
At Big Fish Contracting, we want every home project to be a good story worth sharing. That's why we as a team aim to exceed your expectations. We can improve any aspect of your home. Everything from a complex remodel to the essential roof, gutters, siding, and windows. Integrity, humility, and kindness are why we've grown in southeastern Wisconsin for the last 2 decades. Visit bigfishcontracting.com to learn how Big Fish is renovating homes and redeeming an industry.
You're listening to Kyle, Brust, and Nortman on ESPN Wisconsin and the ESPN Wisconsin app.
It's that time of year. You're probably looking at, what does my spring look like? What does my summer look like? It better be active, but it can't be active if you've got pain in your knees, your hips, your shoulders, or your back. QC Kinetics is the nation's leader in regenerative medicine that operates on a cellular level to give you back your life. Not only it doesn't utilize surgery or drugs or downtime. No. QC Kinetics uses cutting-edge treatments to give you your life back that's non-surgical and no downtime. You can be one of the 40,000 people that have already said that QC Kinetics has changed their life, and you could be 40,001. I could be reading your testimony next here on KBN. So if you want to make 2026 the best year of your life yet, then don't wait. Call QC Kinetics now for your free consultation. No obligation consultation. They will put you on a personal path to a pain-free life. Give them a call today. 414-240-2298. 414-240-2298. 414-240-2298.
As much as I dislike Alex, I do believe Brad should pay for him because of the legwork that Alex went through to get Brad inducted.
He shouldn't be doing it for the money.
I'm not paying for you blood-sucking leeches.
Whoa. I was on your side till you just called people blood-sucking leeches.
Yeah, you guys just want a free meal.
Whoa, what type of meal is it?
$100 meal.
I mean,
tell you that much.
Is it made from the cafeteria or what?
Oh, BC would never do that.
I'd
never do that.
I'd ate $100 meal.
I'm with Tony. Strofe did a lot.
Yeah, but it was my accolades that got me into the Hall of Fame. But if he was just trying to peddle some nobody, then yeah, maybe I should.
Excuse me.
Him.
Well, nobody
they treated you like a nobody prior, pal.
Yeah.
Let's keep that
without Strofe, they didn't even know that you weren't in.
Ben,
that's how much they valued you.
Ben, was that your text? As much as I dislike Alex, he should get in. You get to
no, that was Tony in the 414.
Oh, wow,
thanks,
Tony.
So I don't know if I should appreciate it or not appreciate it.
As much as I do dislike Alex,
it's been an up
what
and
a
down.
Great start.
It's been an up and down day as far as love and hate when it comes to Alex Strofe today.
Because Alex Strove's fault.
Adore.
What did I do?
I mean
you're an emotional roller coaster.
Yeah, I mean, what man calls somebody to come on air and tells them you adore me?
Yeah, wait, what was the background with you and Wilde talking about being adored?
There's an additional context necessary around that conversation. So for those of you that missed it, Jason Wilde called me out on air for me claiming that he adores me, which he does, by the way. But we will get back to that in a moment. I called him. I said, hey, and he goes, hey, I got bad news. You're not filling in for Homer anymore. Homer flew back from MSG, so he's going to do a show. Because I thought we were going to get a triple dose of each other today. Because we did Weekly Wilde this morning. I called him for KBN, and then I would have had him on the Homer Hour. And I said, yeah, that's too much Wilde for me. And then he goes, yeah, that's way too much bleep and Stro for me. And I said, oh, stop it. I know you adore me.
Oh,
and how did you respond?
that was a waste of everyone's time.
It really was.
Steve, this is not a waste of everyone's time on the Carbless Talking Text line. Can you guys go through Strofe's yearly wages next?
Do you want me to print off my W-2?
No, I'm staying away from that.
No, do not do that.
I'm staying away from that.
I mean, I'd love to do that, but I need our HR director's signature and your signature next to it if you were going to let me bring your W-2 on the air.
You could do it if you want.
Stro.
No, I need
That's
signatures.
That's bait right there.
No, based off the last time we were talking about how much you invest
In your 401k?
and you've got really uncomfortable, I'm not touching it. I legitimately felt bad after.
Well, no,
I felt
if I
terrible.
got the signatures, then I would just go all out.
Yeah, I know, but I just, I had secondhand embarrassment the last time, and I really felt bad. I walked away saying, damn, did I just bully this kid?
Yeah, but here's the thing. I think if you guys saw my wages, you might actually agree with sometimes people text in and say Strofe needs a raise. You might see that and go, damn, Strofe really does need a raise.
Bro, but that does nothing for you. I can't get you away. Maybe Ben Brust can politic for you, but I can't. I gotta fend for myself first.
We need to
I was going to say, I could use a bump too.
I'd say it would have to be like we're all Rudy, where we go and place our jerseys on the desk of the coach and say,
I ain't doing that.
I don't think that's a good idea.
I need
Frank.
this check. We not standing in solidarity behind Stroke.
We're all
check.
replaceable.
Exactly, and this ain't the time to do it.
What was next? I had Brad talking about the refresh of the locker room, which I did love, by the way. I do think that it is underrated bringing veterans in, but
I think Gutey's going to do it more after this.
Really?
I do. Maybe not this year. I think this will be a test case scenario, and I think he's going to see. I think Hargrave's going to have a good year. I think Zaire Franklin's going to have a good year. I think there's going to be more maturity in the locker room. I think
you know what I would love is if they somehow found a way to bring in a veteran corner. Because if you're gonna like, even if they're like kind of washed, a little bit outdated, but you take a flyer on them for 1 for $4 million, 1 for $5 million, what do? They're going to blitz the cornerback position with the contracts that they have with Keyshawn Nixon and Carrington Valentine running out.
They are going to blitz that in the draft.
And St. Juice is likely a one-year guy.
So I ain't saying all day today.
So my point is like, if you have a veteran on the defense at every level, and McKinney's starting to get he's an all-pro type player, so you have that on the back end, but now that you have in the trenches Micah with how great he is with his motor and what he brings from, if you see him out there and you're not giving your all after watching that beast go to work, and you have an interior guy in the trenches with a ton of experience playing 2 Super Bowls, an all-pro in the middle in Zaire Franklin, like if you on the outside can bring some maturity to that position while you draft and get better for the long term, I'm just saying I wouldn't hate that. I don't know if it's going to happen or if it's possible. I wouldn't hate that for this team with where they're going if they're testing out this whole veteran thing that he's been so scared to do for the last 3 years.
A guy like Stephon Gilmore 2 years ago is the kind of situation. Not anymore. I believe he's even out of the league, but he was a guy that his past was way behind him. But I just think there's such value to having a veteran in there. Even if he's not playing a ton, he's going to be able to help these guys watch film. When a guy gets injured, of course he's going to be able to do it. And I'm telling you, the amount of film that these guys watch is crazy. And you're watching your matchup with the opposing receivers. A lot of times these guys don't even know how to watch film. They don't know what they're looking at. And they're going up against pros who know how to cook them. I'm telling you, there are some skills that only veterans can impart on them. But you're totally right. It's going to be fascinating with the cornerback room to see the blitz in the draft of it that I think is going to happen. Are we forgetting, though? Are we discounting the fact that Javon Bullard is basically another cornerback?
Nickel corner. He's not out.
But you play nickel a lot. 60% of the time.
I'm interested. Is the cornerback room in better shape than we give it credit for?
Because the outside is weak as hell.
Yeah.
That is weak.
So when we think of corner, because he was a safety and he played corner a little bit in college, but we think of him as a safety and a nickel guy, we don't really include him in all the other guys on the outside.
Because he's gonna be in the middle more,
in the mix that he has, the support that he brings. I mean, I don't really look at him when I talk about how pooey the cornerbacks are. I look at him as a safety that plays nickel. That's the way. Maybe I'm wrong for doing that, but that's the way I look at him.
No, I group him in as a playmaker in the middle of the field, the same way that sometimes they'll bring Evan Williams down to make plays in the run game.
He's exceptional. It was a great pickup.
When I say corner specific to the Green Bay Packers,
outside,
I think about the two guys on an island when they've done the zone coverage and somebody's getting beat in between the safety and the corner, and you're just like, Carrington Valentine, Keyshawn Nixon, that's great. You got some deflected passes because Micah had a pass rush. But when you play real talent, can they actually hold somebody one-on-one.
I mean, that's where your wide receiver ones are mostly going to be anyway, far on the outside. So that's where the mismatch is created.
And that's why that position of cornerback is the most important one. I don't think you'll find it through free agency unless somebody gets cut or something like that. But as of right now, like you said, Brad, it's going to be about blitzing that cornerback position and finding somebody. And that's the great thing about the NFL. You can find a guy in the second round, especially, to be a day one starter at corner. And maybe not an all-pro stud dude, but a guy that you say, okay.
I wouldn't even say day one starter, but a guy to bring depth to the room and you rotate and figure out if he can.
You can find a day one starter in the second round, 100%. Those first 64
you have to hit
picks,
it, yes, but they're there.
No, they're definitely there because guys trickle down, they end up falling. Now, what the Packers are picking, it's going to be a little bit more challenging, but there'll definitely be some opportunities for the Green Bay Packers to find somebody.
That's assuming we know that Gutey's going to draft a cornerback.
He has to. St. Juice got signed to a 2-year deal. Carrington Valentine, I don't know if they're going to give him an extension before the season starts or anything like that. I doubt that. They're probably going to sign him at the end of the year. And Keyshawn Nixon's contract's coming up, and Keyshawn Nixon isn't anything to write home about at corner. He's fine at corner. But again, you need to have studs at every level of the defense. You got it at safety. You got it at D-line. I feel like at the linebacker position, Edgerrin Cooper can be that stud. Now can you get it at the outside corner position? That's the biggest thing that he needs to do. If he's talking
getting a stud, you get a starter, but I don't know if at this point, I don't think they're getting a stud to the cornerback room.
TBD, maybe guys can dream. I'm dreaming in a corner.
You're dreaming.
Stud. But
You're dreaming.
More importantly,
Gutekunst in round 2.
I prefer to find a starter at corner than a stud right now. Like this year, if they found a stud, then goodness gracious, this defense is going to be Super Bowl caliber type defense. They have a stud at corner. I'm just looking for a starter because when we look at
assuming Mike is healthy,
we're looking at Carrington Valentine. We're looking at Keyshawn Nixon. Those dudes are they're just fine, right? If we did good, great, average, you probably say they're average to good, probably more closer to average.
I think you're being nice.
Yeah, I am being nice. They're average corners in the NFL. You need to have better than average corners in the NFL in order to win Super Bowls, and that's exactly what the Los Angeles Rams did. They identified that, and they invested big in their cornerback position because they understand they have an opportunity to win championships. But speaking of championships and opening windows, I got a championship window in my house because I work with Universal Windows Direct. If you are thinking about upgrading your home this spring, guess what? I have a perfect upgrade for you. Universal Windows Direct. I absolutely love my windows, and I love the consultation that I had in my house. They come to your house. They show you the different products, and they don't try to upsell you. They say, hey, how many windows you looking to get replaced? Great. Let me see the windows. I said, I need my bathroom window. I need my closet window. I need my bedroom window. I need my guest room window. They say, hey, Kyle, I got you, and they hook me up. And I had a great deal at that time, just like you can too, where you can buy 2 windows and get 2 free. And that's exactly what I got, and there absolutely is no limit. But KBN Nation, you'll get something better than I did. You can get 24 months with no payments and no interest, giving you 2 full years to enjoy the comfort before paying a single penny. And this month, they're also offering $500 off your home improvement project. Listen, if you are looking for windows and you're calling different companies, make sure you call Universal Windows Direct right now, 414-410-2000, or you can visit them at universalwindowsdirect.com to schedule your free in-home estimate. Buy 2 windows, get 2 free. No payments, no interest for 24 months, and $500 off your next project. Oh, you'll be saying like me, I love my windows.
Wheel of Stro 3.0.
You're listening to Kyle, Brust, and Nortman.
If I was as tall and as talented as you, if I could shoot as well as you could, both of them teams would have won. Because you know what? You did a fake punch, you said, in the Rose Bowl?
Yeah.
And I would have did fake point. I would have took it to the house. I would have scored a dang touchdown.
On ESPN Wisconsin and the ESPN Wisconsin app.
Delays southbound on 41 coming in from just south of Silver Spring, stretching all the way down towards Burleigh. Northbound's backing up past Burleigh. We've also got more delays on the bypass, basically from just south to the Zoo interchange in pockets all the way down to Beloit Road, where it really starts to tighten up down and around the Hale interchange. Doesn't really let up until you get past 60th Street, so be careful with that. Westbound is tightening up right out of the Mitchell interchange towards Loomis, and southbound 43, we got backups from Capitol Drive down past Fond du Lac Avenue. And checking the TMJ4 Storm Team forecast, a high wind warning from 4 a.m. to 4 p.m. tomorrow for all of southeast Wisconsin. Tonight, though, windy, rainy, snowy, up to an inch of snow possible, lows of 34. Tomorrow, partly cloudy, very windy, chance for snow showers, a high of 44. From the WTMJ Traffic Center, I'm Debbie Lazaga on 94.5 ESPN.
This is Coach Greg Gard. I've lived my whole life in Wisconsin, and I know what people here value: hard work, honesty, and looking out for one another. That's exactly how Bank CMG approaches banking. They combine hometown values with modern tools to help people make confident financial decisions. When you want a bank that understands where you're coming from, Bank CMG makes sense. Visit bankcmg.com or stop by your local branch. Let's get to work.
Grab the dial and crank it up, baby, because Potawatomi Casino Hotel Milwaukee is spinning its Winning Hits collection. Over the next 3 months, you could win a share of over $1 million in prizes. On top of thousands in cash and reward play, you could win one of 3 new Ford vehicles in the grand finale drawings on March 27th. Just play with your rewards card to earn entries. Press play on the Winning Hits collection, only at Potawatomi. More info online. Must be 21 and a rewards member to play.
Watch the Bucks for free with select games on broadcast TV all season long. WMLW is the broadcast home of the Milwaukee Bucks. With 8 select games you can watch for free on broadcast channel 49.1. Check out the full schedule at WMLW.com. Our next game is against Tyler Hero and the Heat in Miami. Tonight at 6 on WMLW-BM.
You asked and Carbless delivered. The fan favorite grapefruit flavor now has its own 4-pack all to itself. That bold, bright, perfectly balanced citrus taste that you've been pulling from the variety pack, it's now front and center in 4 cans, 1 box. Crisp, refreshing, not too sweet, and nothing else has changed. 0 sugar, 0 carbs, just 100 calories and gluten-free. Clean ingredients and big flavor. Always no compromises. Grab the new Carbless grapefruit 4-pack wherever you get your Carbless and find a location near you at drinkcarbless.com. Carbless, bold flavor in every sip.
The Greater Milwaukee Golf Show, presented by Old Fashioned Golf, is back at the Mosh Performance Center in Franklin, March 13th through the 15th. The show has been reimagined with a simple goal: turn it into Wisconsin's ultimate golf party. That's why Vibes Golf Club, a group of golf-loving former Badger football players, including Melvin Gordon, will be at the show all 3 days. Plus, Bridgestone will be doing some ball fittings, and Carl's Place will be powering Simulator Alley. To learn more, log on to GreaterMilwaukeeGolfShow.com.
Buying or selling a home isn't just a transaction. It's one of life's biggest decisions.
That's why clarity, trust, and the right guidance matter, especially in the ever-changing market.
I'm Tony Wendorf with Tony Wendorf & Associates, powered by Keller Williams.
I'm John Lorenz.
And I'm Taylor Mangini. Our team delivers a white glove experience at every price point, combining expert negotiation, local insight, and genuine care.
Get started today with a team you can trust at wendorfteam.kw.com.
Tony Wendorf & Associates.
Driven by faith, gratitude, and results.
This is Kyle Brust Nortman on ESPN Wisconsin and the ESPN Wisconsin app.
Mandy's team, Grimal and Associates, they have insurance that help protect what matters most. They specialize in coverage that's tailored to what your needs are, which is why when I had coffee with her, talk about where I was in life, where I want to be, what I want to protect, what's most important. Next thing you know, boom. Home, auto, saving money, better coverage, the expert guidance, no call center outsourced to somewhere. It's all in the local Milwaukee community. Greater Milwaukee area, Grimal and Associates have been doing it for 30 years plus. So, get with Mandy's team at teamgrimal.com. That's team GRAMOLL.com. And they made it so easy for me. Everything I need on my mobile app. Boom, got it. Direct withdrawals, boom, it's out. And it's cheaper than what I had. Grimal and Associates, teamgrimal.com. Kyle Brust Nortman across ESPN Wisconsin. Hit it, Stro.
Wheel of Stro.
It's time for the
Wheel of Stro.
Just an extra bit of enthusiasm for you there.
Wheel of Stro.
I've got a wheel, I've got topics, I've got ways we discuss the topics.
No buckaroonie?
He never shuts up.
No, yesterday you gave him credit for kind of shutting up. Remember you praised
literally,
him?
I was pivoting into saying because it's another day, another buckaroonie on the wheel, Stro. He just never shuts up.
He's in the good, real right business.
Wheel
another day, another buckaroonie. Let's do some push-ups. The wheel is just.
No.
Green for money. Strof's wages.
So I was thinking during a previous commercial break, how did I get here? How did I wind up here? How did I get my dream job? And then I thought, if I wasn't doing this, what would I be doing? And I had a thought cross my mind. You guys think I could make it in the circus?
Yes.
Yeah, you do.
You're made
you would
for the
fit
circus.
right in.
You look like
You are the circus.
the lady with the beard. Isn't there a lady man with the beard?
Bearded lady,
Yeah,
yeah.
the bearded
Well,
lady.
I'm not a lady.
But you look like you could be the bearded lady. Your facial
Are you
features.
calling me pretty?
Nah,
Sure.
I don't
That's
think
true,
the
huh?
bearded lady is considered to be pretty.
You'd be a great stilts walker.
ChatGPT thinks you would be the clown who thinks he's the magician.
Oh, yeah.
I don't know what that means. It seems offensive.
I mean, it's pretty accurate, though.
What would you like your act to be?
You ain't gonna be on no tightrope.
I
You'd
was
be
gonna say
splat.
trapeze, maybe?
Splat
Trapeze.
Bro, you can't even run.
Yeah, you need elite
You can't
grip.
even walk.
You need elite
Could I
grip.
be like a fire breather?
No, you could probably be a little juggler.
The sword swallower?
Yeah.
He would die.
I would die.
Yes.
What does the clown that thinks he's the magician mean?
Oh, I'm not gonna lie. I thought you were just the guy that I was gonna give my ticket to at the basketball hoop to try and win like a prize.
Oh, yeah, he's a carny. That's
I'm
what
not
you
a
are.
carny.
You're a carny.
Running a game.
I can see that. I can see that.
That's what my brain went to right away.
Although, think about it for a moment, all right? You're walking around the county fair, and then you hear this. Step right up, try your hand at this game. 3 winners in the last 10 minutes. Step right up.
I think he'd love to be the guy that guesses age and weight
I was
and,
thinking
and
that.
the month
Yep.
you were born.
I'd be good
Yeah.
at that.
See?
Yeah,
See?
exactly.
Brad, stand up.
You have trauma like me. Your parents have been divorced 4 times.
Scheming and scamming. You can't
You know
guess.
the month of my birthday, so that's not fair.
6'2",
How close you have to be?
within an inch.
6'3", okay.
You know his height.
200.
This is all online.
I didn't look it up.
Okay.
I'm going to do all 3 of you. 200.
What would Strofe be in the circus? 800-990-3776.
227 pounds.
Damn, he got
Too high.
He
on
got
the
you
weight.
heavy.
It's about 218.
218.
I'm within 10 pounds, though. I think you're supposed to be within 3. And that's
Damn.
September. Kyle, stand up.
I'm standing up, but you know how much I weigh, though.
No,
And
I don't.
And my
Are you
chest,
gonna reveal it?
My body a little. Yeah, I'll reveal. What you mean? Ain't nothing wrong with my weight, baby.
5'10",
Okay, you not right on spot on there, buddy.
198 pounds.
Now that's disrespect. I almost cussed.
Yo!
I almost cussed.
Are you less than that?
Damn, less than that. I was
198. That'd be less than 20 pounds less than me.
I thought he said recently he got under 200 and he was excited.
No,
about
that was recently, years ago. I went to what
198.
I woke up at 187 this morning.
All right. that was
Powerful.
about 10 pounds off there as well. Ben, stand up.
Damn, you called me fat.
He sure did.
All right, you are 6 foot flat.
Not 6'1".
6 foot flat.
6'1".
No, I'm the guesser, and I've gotten both their heights right. You're 6 foot flat.
No, you got his wrong by an inch. Just shut up.
You weigh 100 and
100.
Damn, what you talking about, Kyle?
Yeah.
I said you were 100.
I know, but he's 6 foot and he's thick.
6'1".
He's 194 pounds.
I'm about 196. 197.
Wow, that's actually pretty good.
You're a solid thick boy.
And October.
You know
3
that.
for 3.
You look 205 at least. You're solid.
Why are you trying to come at me like
When
that?
the last time you stepped on a scale?
Why are you trying to come at me,
when the
Mr.
last
205?
When's the last time you stepped on a
At
scale?
least when people look at me on YouTube, they don't say I got man boobies.
I can't help what genetics gave me. When the last time you stepped on a scale?
I'm avoiding the scale.
So you ain't no damn 194.
No. I'm anywhere from 195 to 2 Hondo. So I just split the difference.
When the last time you stepped on a scale?
I'm avoiding the scale, man. What you trying to do right
I'm
now?
saying you ain't no 195.
Why are you trying to shame me? Why are you trying to stop me?
You. We're being honest. We're being vulnerable.
You are
Not vulnerable. I'm being a magician. I'm being the guy that guesses your height,
How much
weight,
you
and
think
birthday.
he weigh?
I don't think he'd be more than 200.
No, you don't think between 200 and 205? No, he ain't chubby. He's solid, though. You solid. He thick in the thighs. The thighs carry weight.
Are you looking at his thighs?
I know he's thick in the thighs.
thick in the thighs.
Are you not thick in the
I
thighs?
got some trunks.
Yeah. So I guarantee you ain't no 194, 196. Not right now.
I would be shocked if you were over 200.
I wouldn't be. That boy, no.
All right, I've had enough of this.
Now I feel like it's getting like I'm getting auctioned off right now.
You haven't. When the last time you played basketball?
Maybe that's something I could do. Auctioneer.
I can see you good at that.
That's breasting the auction. I've got 5. Do I see 10? Do I see 10? I got 10. Do I see 15? $15.
Wait.
$15
Tell me, we did one thing for the Wheel of Strophe?
You're going to tell us about the analysis.
We ran out of time.
These Wheel of Strophs have sucked. All right, but you know what doesn't suck? The analysis live, because guess what? Y'all already know Ric Flair is coming to town. The Nature Boy, is coming to the analysis live on Friday, March 27th at the Riverside Theater. Make sure you are in the Riverside Theater and you get your tickets because it is going to be a great time, right, Ben?
It's unpredictable, and you never know who's coming. It's been Stephen A. Smith, Bobby Portis, the Lopez brothers, and, of course, Giannis. This year, we talked about Ric Flair. You never know what's coming at the Riverside Theater on the 27th. Doors open at 6. It's a 7 p.m. show. That's TALiveshow.com. More surprise guests, more big names, more moments that will lead you to say you had to be there. That's the analysis live, TALiveshow.com.
Woo! Homer, can I get a woo? Woo! Woo!
Nice. Bam out of bio. Almost went for 100 passing Wilt Chamberlain. I want Homer's opinion next.
This is Kyle Brust Nortman, KBN.
You throw hands?
Do I throw hands?
With T.O.
Will I? I throw hands with Andre the Giant, man.
On ESPN Wisconsin and the ESPN Wisconsin app.
Don't miss a moment of the basketball tournament action this March at 3rd Street Market Hall, home to your one-stop, must-stop viewing destination. 3rd Street Market Hall has over 20 locally owned food vendors, a 30 self-serve beer wall, over 50 HD TVs, plus game day specials. The perfect place to work remotely or catch a game between meetings or over lunch. 3rd Street Market Hall is your downtown home for basketball this March.
Amy Simonson is the IT administrator with Professional Services Group. They had business technology from a not-so-supportive vendor. Not anymore. They switched to James Imaging Systems.
They come in as a partner. They want to help you. They want to make your business successful.
Including your James Imaging Systems sales representative.
He's always there when I need him. It's always like, what can I do to help you?
James Imaging Systems, your local business technology partner with great people and more value.
The value is we have the right equipment in the right place. We're getting reliable, consistent service when we need it.
Amy, your advice for other Wisconsin businesses?
I would definitely say contact James Imaging. They are very helpful and knowledgeable and will put you in the right place.
James Imaging Systems, AI-driven workflow automation, security enhancements, digital transformation. Call 262-781-7700, 262-781-7700, or visit jamesimaging.com.
An ESPN Radio Extra Point with Amber Wilson.
I don't know off of just last season how you're already out on J.J. McCarthy. The body of work doesn't seem long enough to me. We're not giving patience to these quarterbacks. We're going to extend patience to Kyler Murray, a guy who flamed out in the league in regards to his expectations coming in as a #1 overall pick. We're going to give him patience in Minnesota, but not the guy that you actually spent your draft pick on. That guy we're going to punt after what we saw in a snippet of a season because we've decided to bring in this other guy who is now being let go at his team that drafted him. This is what we do with these quarterbacks. And I don't think the J.J. McCarthy issue is that he needs a fire under his butt. And so we need to bring in Kyler Murray so there's competition in the locker room. That's not what's going to happen here. What's going to happen here is you bring in Kyler Murray. It's going to crush the confidence of J.J. McCarthy and it's going to end J.J. McCarthy in Minnesota.
Texting enrolls you in a recurring automated marketing text messages. Consent not required to purchase. Message and data rates may apply.
The team's looking good this season.
I think so. Man, I miss playing football. Ever since I turned 40, I just can't find that fire I used to have.
Think it could be lower testosterone?
What do you mean?
I was feeling the same way. After 40, the body has less testosterone, and men lose their edge. That's why I take Nugenix Total T2.
That's the testosterone booster, right?
Yes, but Total T2 is their brand new formula that skyrockets nitric oxide levels in as little as 3 hours. Since I started taking it, I've been lifting like when we played for Coach Carter. My energy is way up, and it even spikes spiced up things between me and the missus.
Are they still giving out complimentary bottles?
Yep, just send a text.
Text AREA to 42424 for your complimentary bottle of Nugenix Total T2, the next generation testosterone booster. Text now and we'll include a bottle of Nugenix Thermo X, our newest, most powerful fat burner ever, absolutely free. Text AREA to 42424. That's AREA to 42424.
These statements have not been evaluated by the FDA. This product is not intended to diagnose, treat, cure, or prevent any disease.
Gruber Law Offices. One call, that's all. It's not just a slogan, but the way of life at Gruber Law Offices. If you've been injured, call our team today. We've represented tens of thousands of injured Wisconsinites for more than 30 years. Trust Wisconsin's own Gruber Law Offices, proud partner of your Milwaukee Bucks. One call, that's all.
You're listening to Kyle, Brust, and Nortman, KBN, on ESPN Wisconsin, ESPN Milwaukee on YouTube, and the ESPN Wisconsin app. Radio legend.
I don't care. I wanted to talk to Brett Musburger. That was for my own personal benefit. I hope other people enjoyed it, but I wish I was Brett Musburger. How about that?
Voice of Marquette basketball.
Joplin to the basket. Oh, wow. Hammer time.
And owner of the most famous catchphrase, at least in this building.
Oh, baby, that's sweet.
It's time for Uncle Homer on Kyle, Brust, and Nortman.
Joining us now, hot off a plane from New York.
Yeah, season's over. I thought Marquette, I wanted to win so they could play UConn again, but not.
You had a
happening.
theory that they were going to beat them again.
No, I did not think they would beat them again, but I wanted them to play again and see how they did because UConn didn't want to beat them by 100. Like UConn, I would take, I'll give you at least 20 UConn tonight against Xavier.
Wow.
I don't know what the line is.
Well,
I can't do that because
not at Potawatomi Sportsbook. Homer, we've had countless debates about the myth of Wilt Chamberlain.
Oh, yes.
The myth. 100
I call it a myth.
I call them a myth.
That's crazy.
Has anybody heard?
He averaged 50 points a game for a season.
Has anybody heard any stories of anybody at the 100-point game? Like, is there a documentary of fans in the stands?
Sure, of course, yes.
I haven't seen it.
Well, you didn't look very hard.
I don't believe it actually happened.
Goes, it didn't happen. Well, all right, let me ask you this, just so your stupidity can be ranked.
If Giannis was given the BAM treatment,
were we also on the moon, or was that made up too?
Oh, why was the flag waving? There's no wind.
So you don't believe that either? Just start making a list of all the people that you don't believe. Either you believe or you don't.
I'm just pointing some things out.
Do you believe that we landed on the moon? Yes or no?
That's up for debate.
Okay, you're crazy. IQ clearly under 80. All right, now, do you think Wilt did not score 100 points and that's made up? Because you can go down to 45.
Homer, they couldn't defend him.
What?
They weren't even trying to stop him when he got in the
defend him. I would say always in that
Homer,
game.
I would say look at these highlights. I'm not saying Wilt
he
ain't
basically
good.
stood in the lane. They threw too many dunks.
Yeah, I'm
right?
not
over
saying
and
Wilt
over and
isn't
over.
a good basketball player, but I'm saying they couldn't defend him. Look at that.
The Wemby looks the same now. You're going to say they can't defend Wemby?
No, there's guys who actually try to defend Wemby. Ain't nobody trying to defend
you
that.
said by them looking at him, you're making that decision. By the way, this is not going to last. Wemby's going to get 100. I think he might go 103. Wemby can score 100 in a game against a bad team.
They're making it way
Giannis
too
can
easy.
score 120.
Bill Russell was there. It's just if you're not going to accept it and look and learn about Wilt,
the ball under the basket.
I give up.
And he's taller than everybody. He's dunking. They watching him dunk.
They're hard to even contest.
I'm not contesting. Homer.
Do you believe we landed on the moon?
Yeah, I believe we landed on the moon because that's what I've been
Bill Russell is the greatest defensive player that ever played. He went against Wilt 15 times.
The greatest defensive player to ever play was in 1950.
There's no one even close. Greatest defensive player.
Weren't they like 7-footers when the average height was like 6'4"?
What? I don't care with the average height. Look at the people he went against. They had fewer
we
teams.
looked at them.
They had fewer teams, which meant he went against better players.
Homer,
that does not mean.
Homer, you do realize fewer teams, yes, but you do realize most of those guys who were on those team
were white.
They weren't then. They were not then.
They would not.
You're 10 years off, 15 years.
They would not be playing in the NBA now. There's
would.
very few Wilt Chamberlains and Bill Russells.
Wilt Chamberlain would be like a 15th man.
Never
on a
mind.
team.
Let's just move on.
He'll be
I
JaVale
can't
McGee.
move on.
He'll be JaVale
Let's move
McGee.
on. Sun's overrated. It's not hot. You guys should go with that one next.
Homer, Just because it was part of your childhood doesn't mean that it actually
No, you're just basically saying I'm stupid. Go ahead, say I'm stupid.
No,
unlike you, I've watched all those eras. You just guess on that stuff. I lived it. So that doesn't
we
count.
just watched together. It's embarrassing. Right. I could have put up 100.
Fine. Okay.
If Bob Cousy was out there, if Jerry West is the logo,
was in an earlier era too. By the time Bob Cousy was playing, that was pretty much.
Wait, hold on. Is there a video of the full game?
I don't believe there is, no, because they played in Hershey, Pennsylvania.
It's getting sketchier by the second, Kyle.
Go ahead. I just want you all
Wait
to
a minute,
say,
hold on.
Hold on. I want you all to say what you really believed, so we have documented stupidity.
The moon landing is documented, so at least you can't contest that.
There are people living today that said they were there. You think they're all lying?
Hell yeah, there's a lot of people that lie.
Right,
you know, people said
down
they was
on
at the
record.
NBA Finals game with the Bucks won the championship who weren't there.
You don't believe Will that? You don't believe the game even
Did you
scored.
see it? Did you see it?
Did I see it? No.
Well,
but I
saw the
remember
picture.
when it was reported.
Oh, because you trust the reporters, huh?
Oh,
journalism, really?
Just keep
journalism's dying. Journalism's dying right now, Homer. Why do you think?
1960. What happened was in '62, I got off my horse.
You know what they did?
I got off my horse.
I don't trust big media.
And went inside.
In 1962, they told you smoking all type of stuff was okay.
It's what you saw. They also told me who won the World Series in '61, the Yankees, and I believe that too.
I bet you they got
Keep
film of
going.
that.
Can you guys? I just want all this on record. Just keep adding the stupidity. We got Not on the Moon. Will didn't happen. You got any others there?
Well, they have film of
No
like Babe Ruth in the 20s.
Because they played in Hershey, Pennsylvania. It wasn't in a normal site.
That's convenient. It's just very convenient.
They said there's no video footage because it was not televised. However, audio recordings of the fourth quarter exist.
A fourth quarter? They scrubbed the first three?
You guys just keep going. Keep going. Can you go? You got any other future ones? Sun's overrated.
There's only a couple
not hot.
photos.
All right? And the Pacific Ocean is only 10 feet deep at the side.
How
You
do they
got
only
other stuff
record
you
the
want to
fourth
go
quarter?
Isn't that wild?
That's crazy.
It raises some
Go ahead.
eyebrows.
No. Say you believe it didn't happen.
But
I
Homer,
want
you don't
to
know.
say.
Homer, the problem is you
don't know
legitimately
either.
don't know that it happened.
I do know that it happened.
No, you don't. No. You're being told.
So
that it
hold on,
happened.
it was
You didn't see it.
So they did
was in
this
the
whole
paper?
story in the paper the
Yeah.
next day. That
The
it occurred.
paper's dying.
And hold on.
Journalism's
The paper's
dead.
dying. That's right. So if I listen to somebody on the phone, on an old dial phone, that didn't exist because that phone's not around anymore. Just keep on
Can't
going.
trust it. I can't trust it. There's no audio recording.
I can't believe that you can continue the level of stupidity, but it gets even worse. Okay, just because what it was said that occurred then is no longer important now, then it didn't exist. So papers don't
There's no
exist, they're not
evidence.
recorded. So again, anything that anyone I talked to on a phone that was an old-fashioned dial phone that doesn't exist anymore, that never happened.
Homer, you know what?
Because that phone isn't around.
Homer would have fell for the Orson Welles radio, the War of Worlds.
Keep going.
You would have fell for that. Homer's, oh my gosh, aliens are coming! I'm telling you, I heard it on the radio.
Okay, yes.
The
Hold
aliens
on.
are coming.
Y2K.
Let me just check on that. Keep going because it is accepted now, that, of course, and they know that didn't ever occur. So that's the best you got. Keep going.
Homer, you don't
what
have
else
proof.
is made up?
You don't have proof.
What else is made? Do you believe that there were actually?
I saw Bam score